just about to start our PUBG Mobile event with Brute Scrims. If you guys want to compete in this scrim, I think you guys know what to do. Hit the Discord link below, click on that link, and you're good to go to sign up your squad for the next time we have an event like this. Now, Brute, really good organizers, gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna show you guys the action in this game as a broadcaster, as the streamer for the event. I'm gonna take a look at everybody competing and hope to get the most action out of all. So if you guys want to just chill, relax, have fun with me, that'd be great. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoy, and make sure to follow and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. All right, I do PUBG Mobile, I do COD Mobile stuff as well. But right now, as you can see, we're going to do some PUBG Mobile. So let me show you guys the full screen here. There's a bunch of good teams. I didn't really have the chance to get through the team list. I'll do that after this particular match. I think that would be a good idea. And then we'll go from there. Sound good? I hope it does. Good luck to all the squads here. Yeah, let's do this. Let me take off the music here because I like to hear everything. And yeah, so my job is generally to get all the action. So if there's like teams that are far away from people, then we won't go to them. Hopefully everyone will always have a chance to be in the action. All right, so we have a plane line. It is going from the west to the east-ish, also to the north. There's a lot of good places you can jump to. The only places you really can't go to is a military base on the bottom, and Novo as well. And maybe even more to the east with Milta Power, Lipovka, even Milta itself. Everything else seems to be in play, so you're gonna have a lot of chances to land wherever they want to go. We have 66 people alive, so definitely each team should be able to separate as much as they would like to with 17 teams in this room. But yeah, we'll see. We'll get a chance. I haven't done a PUBG Mobile one in a hot sec, at least for Battle Royale, so kind of happy about that. I also do I'm trying to think, Jesus Christ, I do cranked up scrims as well, and also for Naked Esports we do a TDM arena event that has a cash prize pool. That's also a Discord link if you want to click on that. Anyway, let's start this one up. We have separation at Quarry here. Penn has the kind of the road there, so I guess they separated in order to loot. Over down by Pachinki we have NGV, and also we have SEA as well, seemingly going to the south part. I don't think anyone's really landing at Pachinki. Maybe Professor possibly doing that, but we still have a lot of separation there as well. Georgia Pole might have some love around there. So we're going to take a look at this in particular because there's two teams that are really close. It looks like they're going to have to grab a vehicle in order to move around, and as we render in, we'll get a better sense. There we go. So there's a 3-4 Skyline right now getting shot up by a lot of players for Team 22 on each end. Actually, that was Team 12 on this left side that was trying to hit Nitro and was not able to successfully get that hit. So here we have Nervo Sa with Cherik. So they obviously know that Doom's over there. They're just not able to shoot at that distance. We also have Doom on this side of the map, so really separated quite a bit. Yeah, that's let me yeah, we go. We have a delay on the stream, so we want to make sure that teams that are competing don't see what we see as a bird's eye in the sky and kind of get a real-time glimpse of what's going on around the map. So I'm just trying to control this as best as possible. Okay, so a bit of a separation now here on the top, but if we head over even higher to Georgia Pole, we might get some action. We got Insania trying to throw or Baka throwing up a molly, trying to hit somebody on that second floor. It looks like jumped out and got Baka on the first floor. So Sue, that was the second person knocked out on this event and thirsted. So Sombra and Albert are going to be the only two in this engagement, and they are surrounded on different ends of where they're at. So on TK, Maddie has the west side, and the rest of their team with TK Twistus has the other end. So it is going to be difficult, I believe, for the Sioux team to be able to get out of here if they wanted to get out. Right now, I think they're happy to hold their position, just waiting to get to be able to move again. It will be hard for TK to push this because there is a lot of open space in between each of the teams here. So maybe we'll see that. I'm going to keep an eye on the rest, though. Any other potential engagements that we want to focus on right now? Here's how they are all separated at this very moment. He has Naya with 3 different teams there, and 2 of them seem to be very close. So we're going to take a look at that. We got Raleigh here. And as he renders in, we'll get a good sense. There we go. 7 Atoms on that other side. Seiko and Exalti there. So Raleigh needs... Ooh, there he is. Exposed and shot out. Nice job with the M7 to get those knocks. Or a knock as Seiko is trying to shoot back now. Grenade could be thrown in the shed. That should do the trick. Should finish it up as long as he doesn't cook it for too long. He didn't need to cook it for that long. And I don't think he's going to be able to get that thirst that he really wanted. At least not right now. Smoke thrown there for Mitsuki, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Mitsuki. Raleigh's going to get pushed a bit, and his teammates are a bit behind. There's a teammate for 7 Atoms that just was able to get in. That grenade really would have changed what happened here. And it's still maybe in the favor of Raleigh and his squad, as that'll take some time to get that revived. Exalti's not really getting revived. There's Seiko right here, and he's trying to cut in. And no, he wanted to battle it out, and there's a knock. Good job from Raleigh, getting a second one down. Mitsuki's in the second floor, trying to do whatever he can, but I don't know how he's going to be able to figure this one out. Good shots there to start off the engagement. Perfect position to get that knock. Grenade cuts in, hurts Mitsuki, but not knock him out, and he was able to heal. But no, look at that grenade, perfectly placed. And you know that was an excellent throw, as Sowei understood that was an instant kill, finishing it up. So there we go. We got next Sowei, Raleigh, and next Black Sito. As a 3-person team, able to get the work done. Unfortunately, one of their players is now out of the game. So they're going to have to do it as a duo. Usually, that kind of puts you in a very, very difficult spot. But I can see them doing it pretty well. Adrian says, hello, I will watch even if I don't play PUBG. Thank you, man. I am the only person. Oh, never mind. Israel host, welcome to the stream. Says hello. Hello to you, man. Thank you. This is his first time as moderator on the stream. So give it up for his royal host. Thank you for being able to do that, Royal. All right, so we still have this engagement per se. We saw a lot of players on SOO Sue get taken down by TK, but no finishes on the squad yet. Maddie has been chilling across the street for a while now. It looks like a lot of TK players move to the other side. Has a buggy now, so I don't know if they're going to push against the enemy, or are they going to... Yeah, they're going to push this. I kind of like the idea. Oh, you went a little far here. But luckily has a little bit of the hill to work with. Almost got a little overly exposed against Sombra, but that seems to be not the case. Not too bad. The TK throwing a grenade over, trying to hit Sombra. I thought that was a good angle there, but he must be inside the stairwell rather than on top of the roof, which I'm very, very surprised about from Sombra. Because usually you do want to try to get as much angle as you possibly can against your enemies, right? And staying in that stairwell is only going to make it easier for Sombra only. And Albert is going to have a little bit of an uphill battle if he has to do a lot of things by himself, though. So gotta be careful not to completely isolate himself. So Sombra, even though he doesn't want to get hit by grenades, and that was a good idea not to go out on that roof at that particular time, you got to make sure you're able to see across. And that's what Sombra's doing right now. There's Notorious rotating to the right. And another grenade coming in. It might have been to the roof. It might have been... It was a smoke, actually, instead. And it was a throw that probably could have taken down Sombra if it was a grenade. We got Notorious on that right side. It looks like a grenade cuts in. And Albert is knocked down. As a one-person team now, Sombra's got to think about himself. That's it. You cannot pick up Albert. That's not going to help out. They know where Sombra is as well, so he might just have to try to hold this house to the best of his extent. But in a 1v3 scenario, that is not going to typically do well. And now the shot's coming around, even from rooftop to rooftop. They didn't even need to push the house. They got the work done in a grenade just to make sure the box dies as well. Why not? So we're going to move... Ooh. Is this a third party? Third party against Neo... Against TK? No. Oh, this is a totally different 2 squads. Okay, I get it now. We have Neo Boom and Doom Flui? I think Flui. Cherik is inside the house with 3 other players, if I'm not mistaken, below him. One of them is knocked, actually, so we might see a push from the top down. Oh, no, it's Nesta who is knocked. So it's a 2v2. And it looks like Kano? See here. I don't know if that's a D and an O, to be quite honest, but I'm just calling you K, if you don't mind. K is getting for the revive, does get the work done, so it's breaking it back up to a 3v2. Unfortunately, though, one of their teammates is kind of isolated and might need to push away back to the other side to regroup with the team. I don't think for Nervo gets a Doom player from the opposite end. You know they're going to push now. And unfortunately tried to kind of jiggle peek that. Did not work out for sure. And now we see the rest of the team trying to push in. But unfortunately, K is knocked as well. They pushed in one at a time, which is why you see Nesta here, who is half health, going up as we speak. But in a 1v2 scenario against Nesta, I don't see how this is going to work. No, it was close though. Look at how low Doom's health was. But yeah, that was actually closer than I thought it was going to be. Interesting that they went for the revive first on Doom 0. Maybe his health was so low that they needed to do that, which is why I really thought it was a 2v1 here. But it was typically a 1v1 on that push because the teammate needed to go for the revive. For luck's sake, it does seem like this Doom team did not get thirsted at all. They get all their players to continue on their endeavor, and we'll see if they can win it. The next zone's going to be half in the water, half on land. So that's going to push a lot of teams out from the west to the from the east to the west, and you already see people driving across. Most of the teams seemingly already here in the next zone. Aim doo-doo apparently got one done, but not two. Could not get it done twice. Thank you for the follow, by the way. CPK Bob, thank you, man. Or subscribing. Are you already subscribing? How is this a thing? How is this a thing? Thank you, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just giving you a hard time. Commentary's so good. I'm a... Oh, boy. JK, chill. All right, I'm going to chill. No problem, and thank you. Royal host. All right, so... Let's see. Because we have one player in the blue here that is in a vehicle now. It's surrounded. Not really surrounded, but getting... There's a little caravan of cars passing by. This piece late player, and it looks like he stopped just to make sure that he wasn't going to get shot. Now he's driving off again. He's actually following the caravan a bit, so I don't know if he's gonna run into them. That'd be interesting to see, but right now, not yet. Commentary good, but he other part no. He other part no. The other part no. What's the other part? Oh, they're on the left side. Oh, that's his teammates. Okay, that's good. Well, there we go. Keep in mind, guys, this is delayed. This is a delayed stream, so we want to make sure that people who are playing don't stream snipe. And it looks like Pen Griff, I think, was AFK and just got taken down pretty easily here. He was alone over there, so I assume, yes, he was kind of maybe had technological issues or just went AFK and didn't come back. I don't know. But Marius, Tori, and Benji are going to try to do it for the remainder. It looks like they're all good to go and fight. What else we got? What else do we have? I don't know. Thank you guys for joining in. Appreciate it. I don't know. We got Raleigh. We saw some good things from this team. Soe and Raleigh already got a squad wipe of 3. They were in they were their own 3-person team, but now again as a duo. Yeah. When you have an event like this, it's all comp level players. They all are pretty sweaty people. Generally speaking, that's what we see in these events. So having a duo try to face up against particular squads isn't going to be likely to be positive for the duo. Now, it's possible that they can get some of the good shots and really just overwork their gunfights better. But for the most part, you really want to work your odds. It's the same thing for any game in particular. But in this, you really want to make sure that you have the numbers to compete with. You want to make sure that you strategize in an obviously well manner so you can put yourself ahead of the other team. You know, it takes a lot because this is an open field map. There isn't like a closed situation that you always need to do. Icy Boy gets knocked down. Fluey is rotating on the right and is going to get taken down by Hazaka. Nitro's going to cut around. We'll see if he can finally win it. And yes, he does. Seems like they've gotten a lot of knocks, 3 in particular. 1 left with Relax. Relax is inside the house. It's a 2v1 against them at the very moment, not including the knocked players. A lot of knocked, which is interesting. None of them going for thirsts right now. Relax might be going for the revive, which is might be a good idea in this particular sense because you have the shed. They might not know he's in the shed right now, and they're going to look everywhere else. We'll see. No, they know. Oh, they know. They got the revive, but that's too late, and down they go. So they just made sure to converge on that shed together, and that's going to be a recipe for a win there. So yes, that's a great idea. I think they did fantastic. You saw some players in here, especially Fluey, who even though was badly hurt, pushed with the rest of the team. Some people I think mistakenly try to heal themselves first before pushing, and maybe in some situations it'll work out but for the most, especially in imminent danger like this, you just want to be sure that you're with your squad mates going forward, because you don't want them to be at a disadvantage. You want to take away some of the attention. You can do that even if your health is really low. There is some long range battles obviously that you want to heal because the rest of your team isn't pushing, but typically if your team's pushing, you want to go with it. P9 here, P9 olds, I believe that's how you're supposed to say that. I'm not sure if that's correct, but we have Petrit, we have Pershag, I think, or Pershag 6. We have Rolls and Brutal as well. All right. Oh, yes, I see that. We got Doom fighting out, and they already have 9 kills, by the way, so that's a pretty big number to start off with. We did see a lot of their kills already. Looks like they're throwing something over, a grenade, trying to reach against the knocked players, and they just kind of get the grenades around. Unfortunately, just not in the right spot, just missing them. And you can see, like, if they were just, they're the good distance. Grenades coming back over to them. And luckily stays alive. There's another one thrown, and that was directly toward King, but didn't get the knock there. So that was unfortunately not going to be damaging. We got YMCA on the other end. Doom again here on this side. Looks like Malmy is trying to shoot a bit of a long range shot into the left side. That is also a Doom player, so it's not a third party at all. They have all 4 of their players just in different spots. And Malmy is going to be backing up, which they have this hill to work with. They have vehicles to get back on, and all 3 of them can take their own car, because why not? So I think that's going to be the case. I think they're all going to go away from this, and that's how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. So let's see, Malmy going to get in the buggy. I think King is going to grab the vehicle, the Jeep, and off they go. They didn't have the numbers, so they retreat, tactical retreat, and they have to get into the next zone. So it does make sense. I do like that idea, especially since you guys were getting knocked first. Fortunately, Doom did not push in that scenario, which they could have easily done, to be quite honest. They only had that little hill to work with. They wanted to get those grenades to do the work for them. But after the grenades didn't work, I think they should have tried to push themselves, but they didn't do it. But that's just my opinion. We got Roz here with Cosmin and Lapone as a duo, as UCU and Boosta are both knocked out. What do we got here? Nice to see PUBG BR change of pace. Yes. Giovanni, welcome back to the stream. Giovanni says hi to you. Welcome. Bello Gaming, the bust part. The bust part? What's the bust part? And then hi. That's on Twitch side, by the way, in case you were wondering on YouTube. What the hell is he doing? Alright, so Raleigh just got knocked out. And that was by was it P6, right? Or P9. P9 olds. So that's a huge endeavor, as they had a few kills under their belt. Here's Doom here. Again, 9 kills. They're going to head over to team, I don't know, but team green. We got SEA on that other end. Yeah, it's weird. Spectate mode, they took out the numbers and they kept the colors. So I don't know what number they are anymore, you know, in keeping with like what number related to their team name. So I have to go by color now, which is interesting. You can see the color here, obviously. I mean, the number here. But if you look on the mini-map, ooh, Bolix gets knocked with a headshot by Zero. Beautiful shot with the Car 98. Now, will he be able to get more done? Now that they got that, they have all these vehicles. Well, I guess they like to keep this position. Sometimes if you get a knock, you want to push. That time they were a bit separated pretty far away from the enemy on that, so they didn't have an immediate urge to push right after. But, you know, maybe next time they get a knock from that distance, they'll think about it and kind of push right off the bat. I think they were still in their rotation. A lot of the players still in their vehicles trying to think of what they want to do. So they didn't quite push. NGV, Truth, Naxiu. We got Oview and Chris as well. Chris, thank you for having an easier name for me to pronounce. I am terrible at I'm terrible at pronouncing names and apparently words as well. Okay, so don't give me a hard time. I try my best. How's your day? It's going great. Thank you for asking. Yes, this is my first stream of the day, so my next one will be a COD Mobile one at 8 p.m. Eastern, so that'll be my day. Take a look here. Ooh, okay, so they got long-range abilities here. They see Pollux kind of rotating back and forth there. You might want to just, yeah, he's going to try to shoot down that door just so they can have another opening to shoot through. Pollux is, wants to peek, you can tell. And well, let's take a look from Pollux. Pollux is going down the stairs now, so he's, he just wanted to get a different angle because he knew those angles were already covered. And usually, if you know the enemy is looking through those windows to find you, then you don't want to just shoot through those windows again because it makes it easy for them to keep their crosshairs on it. But he can't shoot from the first floor, so I'm not sure what this play is. It does seem like ITG Ali's car is getting shot up, and unfortunately the back tire's out. But fortunately, also, the car should still move at a reasonable speed because it's not the tire at the edge of the engine. You know, whenever you think about tires getting blown off on a car, sometimes you think it'll go fast, sometimes you won't. It's only when the tire on the engine side is blown out will it go slower by an incredible speed. If two tires are out, then it'll obviously go slower in general. But if one tire is out and it's not on the engine side, it'll still move pretty fast, if not just as fast, but it would be harder to control. Oop, got a death here. And this seems to be by Roz Lapone. Few YMCA players on the other end. We might see a push as we did see a death here. Looks like smoke's thrown all around for Lapone. Lapone is alone here, so that makes sense. You're just going to throw a ton of smokes around, try to create a line of defense. Whether it's a hard cover or not, it doesn't matter. Throwing a grenade toward the side, almost takes down Lapone. Lost a lot of health in that one. King might throw another. It looks like, yes, that is the case. There's an attempt and does get more damage, but doesn't take him out. And that grenade almost takes out the driver on that left side. You guys noticed that. But King, if he had another grenade threw in the same place, it might have been able to take down Lapone, but apparently doesn't. And so you see Lapone now healing, hoping to just stay prone and hope and pray that they don't push. Oh, there's King. We'll see if Lapone will shoot at King now that he saw him. But again, he's in a 1v3 scenario, and he might be a little skeptical to shoot because even if he does get a knock, he might get pushed by the rest. Fortunately, they're separated so much that I think Lapone would do pretty well here, pushing, killing King and then trying to go for the next one. He will have time to reload, and he probably won't get shot being in the prone shooting from here. But King is going to back away, so Lapone is going to be happy regardless, I think. Trying to look around here. There we go. Let's see what we got here from P9. Shots on vehicles across the way. And they're going into the blue zone in order to get out. And those shots do make contact a little bit, but not too damaging. Some more teammates are shooting across as well. Looking at rolls here and see if he can get in. He does need to get into the zone next time around. 4x scope. We'll see if that's going to hit King. King gets stopped by the hay bale. I think he intended to stop there, but unfortunately will be brought down. Teammate was able to land there, so we'll see if he can get revives here as they're going to smoke up the spot first. Wait, I thought a teammate. There he is. Malmi almost gets blown up, but look at the shots is actually the thing that gets Malmi with the DP from Bashag. So both of them now knocked. Unfortunate, even though the smoke's here, it's not going to help too much. Here's their teammates with Chris, as we might see them pushing this. But Chris is going to be stopped right now. Not going to be able to move forward. We have YMCA Linus here. And looking at P9, we'll take a look. Oh, he's going to have a great angle trying to single fire this one. And does get rolls knocked down. Can he do more than that, though? No. So he's going to get behind the watchtower, preventing Rolls' death. And Linus is going to back away now, possibly to the next zone. And so they got 40 seconds for the next return. Good shots from Brutal from the top spot of the watchtower. Going for the thirst and does do that. Actually, not from the top spot. I thought this was, but it's just higher than the ground. So on the first floor of the watchtower. Looks like Petrit is going for the revive. That worked out. Blue zone's going to be closing in 22 seconds now. So they have a lot of vehicles, so they can do that. Rashad shooting across at Chris, trying to finish him up. P9 Old's got 2 players already from there, and there's another one. So one more left is on Chris's angle, who is very low on health. He's just trying to finish him up. He's shooting around that tree, hoping for a damaging hit, but couldn't quite get the last hit. So now, what is he going to do? Not sure. There's a lot of enemies to watch out for around, and you see the shots coming toward them. You can hear the cars getting hit every now and then. So they have to watch out for that angle. But is Chris still there? He might have just died. Yes, he did. Chris died from the blue zone, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on that death feed or kill feed. So there you go. Let's go to the left here. We got Foldman and Def Jeff. Was that Dead Jeff? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. D Jeff. We got car going by, and Benji couldn't make it through. Tori barely making it through, and I thought for a moment he was gonna kill himself by banging into the hay bale, but he died actually from the bullets. So there you have it. We got 8 teams left with 22 people alive. That kind of averages like 2, a little bit more than 2, right? 2 per team, something along those lines, maybe 2.5. There's some Doom players. 2 of them knocked, 1 alive. You can see Doom Nitro is knocked. And Doom Boom, it gets breaking down too. So that is it for the squad. I didn't think those shots are going to come around given the smoke, but they do anyway. I think it was caused by Peace Larix because he's the one that's really closest to all their dead bodies. So he's going to try to use smoke probably to get into the next zone. He has a car that he could take, but with the zone this small, it's going to be noticeable. And I think probably both back tires are out, so that might not work out. And tires here are blown out. He might just want to try to crawl in, try to run as much as possible, then crawl into the rest. As an individual player, that's typically the move. This is great, though, for P9 Olds. Look at this. They have the next zone. Look at the minimap, guys. The next zone is all for them, and they can just prevent anybody else from coming in. That would be exactly what you want to do. What the hell is that grenade? Jesus Christ, a Hail Mary of a throw. Trying to get all the way to the smoke, and nobody's actually in this smoke. It's actually, I don't know why it's being created. But, yeah, there you go. Oh, I guess it's TK. Oh, they want to throw. That's actually very smart. I've never seen anyone throw smoke that far just to try to get to that next spot. That's actually very good. And then they use a vehicle to get there really fast. PLR. Oh, they're all dead. Jesus Christ, I saw so many red health over here, and then they all just died. We got P Larix again trying to cut in, but the blue zone is what's really doing him in. And I think he's just gonna chill out in the blue, just heal through the process and hope that squads kill each other on their way in and make a little bit better on the rank spot. Which isn't a bad, like, typically bad thing because you're by yourself. You gotta do what you gotta do. TK has a player knocked on that left side. No, Nitro. Ooh, grenade. Grenade not far enough, and the hay bale also protect Pollux. Maddie is knocked inside the middle of this blue zone. I mean, the middle of this circle. A lot of grenades flowing on each end. You can see it kind of flowering down, and right now, again, orange with P9 Olds looking fantastic. They got the next zone even. They didn't have the first one before. They have this one again. And the rest of the teams over there on that left side with the 2 left, actually, with TK and SEA, they're pretty much going to probably fight each other first before cutting into P9. Although I can see Twistus is trying to shoot through. Smokes are a good idea here for TK. Just kind of throwing them ahead as they crawl through. That's a grenade. That is a grenade, and Notorious survives it somehow. Notorious might shoot against Brutal, but no, gets knocked down. Twistus is the only one left. He needs to heal on his squad, and he does manage the heal to get back up to 75%. Look how far Kemi gets through this and hits Petrit. Finally, some weakness from P9. P9, though, still in the driver's seat as far as this battle is. But Kemi might have been able to kind of, again, find a little bit of a weakness, try to push through, get a knock, and allow his teammates to do what they got to do in order to move forward. The blue zone's really overrunning this side. Twistus is going to die in the blue zone. I think he knows it, and he's just not going to even try to push forward. The rest of the team for SEA, though, they managed to get in, except for one who is knocked. Kemi gets knocked as well. Pollux was able to heal. Professor needs to heal. And I think we're seeing smokes and grenades thrown forward. Something like that. But right now, yeah, grenades cutting forward. Petrit is actually knocked on that left side. Brutal is knocked too, so it's not like it's one-sided. SEA is able to handle themselves even with the disadvantage of the zone change. And there's a revive on an attempt of a revive here on the right side. And that might work out. Shots by Professor, as there is a knock player from Petrit already. So that's not something they need to worry about. What P9 Olds needs to do is go for revives right now, but they're not doing that. Maybe they can go for the push and try to finish them off before they heal up. But right now, you can see them. They're all getting healed up. They're all getting healed up right now. They're not even leaving a player behind in this. And we may see Brutal get revived. Yep, you see Big Bashag going for it. But now it's going to be a 2v4. So that wait, I don't know what P9 was waiting for in that particular scenario. But Brutal needed to get revived earlier. Bashag could have pushed and tried to take out the rest of SEA as they were... You know, they were still trying to cut in from the... What? Look at that grenade! That grenade from Pollux gets Bashag really well. And now Brutal is all left on his own in a 1v4 scenario. Drop shot there. Blue zone's killing him too. He's trying to cut in as well, and there's death. So good try with that knock, but then you had a 1v3, and that was a GG. SEA, fantastic. They're not the ones who had that blue zone and favorability at that time. They actually had to crawl tooth and nail in order to get into that next zone. They were able to heal 2 of their players and bring everyone back up to roughly 75% health at least. And then they pushed forward with a nice grenade on Brashag and then a final kill on Brutal. So you gotta love it for SEA and what they were able to accomplish. We got more matches to go, so don't go anywhere. We'll go through that in just a second. I will be taking a look at what you guys wrote. I appreciate you guys all being here, and I hope you guys enjoy. SEA, let's take a look. We got Kemi with 4, 1 apiece between Noel, Professor, and Pollux, and the team total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry, 7 kills. Not a lot in particular on the kill side, but the rank obviously at first, that's going to bring them up. Hopefully they'll get more kills going forward though. P9 Olds here. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. That's the only way I can see it. So P9 Olds, I guess. 5 for Rolls, 4 for Bashag, 3 apiece between Brutal and Petrit, making a team total of 15. That's going to really help out. And I think, I don't know what the scoring system is, but I'm going to be pretty sure that P9 will overcome SEA for first place going into round number 2. TK here with 3rd place, 5 for Notorious, 2 for Twistus, and 1 for Maddie. A team total here of 5, 6, 7, 8 kills. So good job with TK getting 8 at 3rd place. We got Peace here with 2 just from Larix. I think Larix was alone for a while at the end there, so managing to get 4th, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Larix was alone for a while. Managing to get 4th is a really, really good endeavor. Unfortunately, again, kills are going to be important, though, and you got to get those. YMCA with 3 for Linus, a team total of 5, 6, 7 kills. Good job. PLR with 1 kill. ITG as a 3-person team with 0. 5 for Nitro alone. We saw a lot of good stuff from Doom, actually. And they have a team total of 9. So the kills really kind of collaborate with how well they did. So it's unfortunate they weren't able to get farther than 8th. We got Penn here with 2 total kills. We got NGV with 0. Rose, or ROZ, with 1 kill from UCU. 2 kills for Brawley, team total 3. OR with 0. Aim with 1 for Doodoo. I believe that's how you're supposed to say that. Jarek with 0 kills. Sue with 0. And 7 Adams rounding this one out with 3 total kills. So let's continue out. CBK Bob says, it says I've subscribed when I resub on Twitch. It says I've subscribed when I... Oh, okay. So I thought this was like a... Wait, lower graphic settings to improve. That's pretty smooth already. I don't want to lower it. Let me just make sure it didn't lower. I like HD look. HD, yeah, HD extreme. I like this look. Colorful. Always like that look. But anyway, yeah. Oh, okay. It's a subscribe to Twitch. I was so confused. I'm like, subscribe. I feel like you've been watching my stuff forever now, and there's no way. But yeah, I keep forgetting that you're awesome. By the way, I think CBK Bob, I think you're like my #1 subscriber probably. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. This is on Twitch, by the way. So when I mean #1 subscriber, I mean he puts in money in order for me on a monthly basis to enjoy my content, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that so much. Let's go COD Mobile, says Giovanni. Yeah, we have COD Mobile coming up later today. Velo, thank you for joining us. So sometimes going into zone to get out is safe, but not always safe. Yeah, I know what you mean. As sometimes, you know, it depends on how big the zone is too. Obviously, we saw some cars rotating to go into the blue zone to get around an enemy that's shooting at them. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It depends on how big the zone is for two reasons. One, obviously the blue zone hurts, so when it's really small, it's gonna hurt more. But two, if the zone is small and you're trying to rotate around it, I call this the marathon run, right? If the zone is so big and you're able to kind of drive around the blue zone, you know you're going to be finding every single team that's playing that are remaining on the map. You never really want to do that because, you know, okay, you're maybe by yourself. You might actually have your full team. Whatever the case is, they're all in the car. You're driving in. You try to find a spot to stop, right? You really want to do that. So what you don't really want to do is kind of just drive. You find people, you're like, oh, I gotta avoid that, keep driving, and then you find more people, you want to avoid that, you keep going around in a circle. But again, as I said, you're gonna find every single team that way, and all of them are gonna hear this car because the cars are really loud and they're gonna shoot at you. So you never really want to do that. What would be optimal, if you pay attention, you have to first pay attention to when zones are rotating. You can't always just focus on who's ahead of you and try to shoot at them and hope to win that battle and then be able to move forward. You got to focus on the timing of your rotations, and sometimes that means backing away from a battle early, even though you might be in some sort of advantage. You got to think about that. So first thing is to scout out your area, right? Where can you go? You got to look into the next zone and see if I can make it there. If there's people there, do I want to be able to push a team? If I know there's a team there, we can push it and all be working on that collaboratively as a team. So that is a very good thing to do. Scope out the area you want to push. We saw here something I didn't really see before in another game. I saw these Hail Mary smoke grenades coming around. I'm like, why are they doing that in particular? But they were just doing that so they had one area of smoke for themselves, and then they just drove into that, which I love, especially with a small circle. Again, cars are really loud. People are going to be able to see you drive in. But if you have a lot of smoke in one spot that you want to end at, you kind of just get into that smoke, you plop down, and you probably should expect some gunfire, but they're not going to be super accurate, and you might expect some grenades, but you got to be careful about that wherever you are. So I think that was a great idea. I forgot who did that, but that was a great idea. I don't usually see that happening. I think we don't usually see that happening in general because usually a zone doesn't end in the middle of a cornfield like that. That's usually just a flat cornfield. So you really needed vehicles in order to protect yourself. You needed people to stay prone if they already had the zone. We saw that definitely from, who was it? SE? Was it SEA? Who got in second place? Whoever came in second place, they had the zone nicely for themselves the entire, for the last 2, maybe 3 zones. And a lot of that had to do with them getting into that spot first. I mean, you know, they put themselves in the middle of the zone in the very beginning of that. So that was a difficult endeavor in the first place. But after that, the next 2 zones were very much in favor for them. They didn't win it because they weren't able to take down, I believe it was SEA who got first, cutting into the blue zone, which was a big mistake. They had 2 knocks on themselves, maybe a 3rd knock actually on themselves. And one player I think was badly hurt trying to heal himself, which is a good idea, but they were really damaged. They knew where they were. And I think fighting against that would have been the best thing to do in that scenario. Maybe reviving your teammate immediately, but what he did first was throw a bunch of smokes around him first. I don't think that was necessarily the play to do. But, you know, hard to say. I mean, maybe if it worked out, we'd be maybe saying a different tune. His royal host says make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yes, that'd be great. His royal host has now become a mod. First day of him being a mod, guys, just to reiterate. Oh, I gotta get into the next zone. That'd be probably good. Next zone. I'm talking like I'm in PUBG. I'm gonna get myself into the next room. Let's get to the next room. Where is the rooms? All right, found him today. Okay, good. Got it. They're gonna start in like 2 minutes, so I'm just gonna get in real quick. This one. All right, let me put you guys to the pause scene quickly. So this is a registered event, so I can't show you guys the room stuff, the room codes, But if you guys want to be able to get the room codes for a future match, you guys can do that. They have these every single week, all right? So you guys can compete, be on in front of my screen here, competing against some really good teams. I am in perfect. All right, let me show you guys what I see. Actually, I'll bring you over to the studio, all right? All right. Nothing better than seltzer, I'm telling you. Seltzer is life. Giovanni, watch time. Giovanni has spent 1 hour and 40 minutes watching. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys need anything from me, you guys know what to do. Just let me know in the chat. And if you need something from me that requires more attention, you guys can DM me in Discord. More than happy to respond there as well. We have a moderator here with his royal host. He might be able to answer some questions if you have questions. Don't feel like you have a dumb question. If you feel like it's a dumb question, don't worry about it. We're not going to judge you on it. But for one, I do have 2 rules though, as far as my chat is concerned. It is 1, don't be disrespectful to others, especially other people in this chat. I don't like toxicity there, so that's why that rule exists. And then 2, don't use curse words. That's more of a personal preference of mine. Definitely requires some context, but I would just appreciate it if you don't use curse words. And that's it. That's it. So other than that, feel free to speak your mind. You can talk about whatever you want. You can talk about PUBG Mobile. You can talk about COD Mobile. You can talk about how your day's going. I would love to hear how your day's going, actually, because I want to know who's watching and get to know them a little bit more. So if that's what you want to talk about, I'm here. Whether it's good or bad or whatever, you know, you can just talk it out of here. And there's going to be a bunch of people who would love to hear from you as well. Spy Lord, welcome to the stream. Says hello, CJ. I missed you there. Thank you for joining in. Hi to you. All right. We have so this is a brute scrim. If you guys don't know what this is, actually, do we have some information on this that we can just put on the screen here? Yeah, we could do this. So let me break this out first. And now show you guys. This is on their Discord, okay? This is the information that they provide on their Discord. This is what you would get if you click on the Discord below. You guys can sign up here on this server. So just have to click on that link below in order to do it. Anyway, so they got all the information, right? Tuesday is the event day, which is today. TPP, so third person perspective, 4 matches total. Erangel, Miramar, Sandhawk. And the last one is based on what people want voting wise. So if they vote for Erangel, they'll go do Erangel, Miramar, you know, you get the gist. We got 18 teams per lobby. So that means a max of 18. I think we have, I don't know how much we have. I don't think we have 18. We could, but depends on how many people sign up. We have starting at 20 CET time, which for me is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Zone speed is 1.1. I mention this all the time when I see this. I love the idea of speeding up the zone. I think it creates more havoc. I think what teams need to work on, especially in comp, is rotation. I think a lot of players, you know, what they start with, right? When you start the game, when you just begin, your first thought is, how can I become a better shooter? What can I do to lower my recoil and be more accurate? I want to be a better sniper. I want to use shotguns better. And, you know, like all these things that, you know, was what you start with. And you continue to progress. Even as an expert, you still want to work on them. But the next thing that people need to think about when it comes to this game is rotations and positioning. Those are 2 huge parts as an individual player to work on. So I like that they increase the speed to 1.1. I think that helps players get better, especially when they go back to maybe like a PMCO or a major tournament where it's a regular zone speed and they can keep up with that a little bit easier. So yeah, I do like this. What do we got? Oh, weapon scopes and magazines are 2 times. So we got them. They have more ability to get a weapon. I think that makes sense. I love like Livic. I love Livic for the ability to get more weapons. I think that's important in this game. And it looks like, as you can hear them in the background, we're going to get started soon. But that's a huge part for me is like, I hate when, you know, I'm landing and there's another team right next to me. And the only reason why they win is because they had a weapon first. So this kind of makes it a little bit more streamlined. Everyone gets a weapon at least, you know, for the most part. And it's not related to luck. It's related to how well you can shoot and how well you can, again, rotate and position yourself. competition scoring is based on what PMCO and ESL do at this point, which is 15 points for first place and 1 point per kill. That's good. It's usually that's been the route that scoring has gone. It used to be 30 for rank for first place, and then down from there, and then 1 point per kill there. So you can see how much has changed away from rank to kills in these events. All right, so we got Miramar, biggest map of them all. Teams are going to have probably an easier time looting on this map because, one, the cities are bigger, so even if you land in the same city, you're probably going to be able to separate yourself pretty well. And the other thing is, there's a lot of cities, so you can find one and possibly just be alone in that spot. We have 69 people again, 18 teams. Actually, we got added one more from last time. So that's going to be that. Adrian, what is the first ever vid on your YouTube? Me at the zoo, or I want it that way from Backstreet Boys, or the oldest PUBG video? What? What is the first ever vid on YouTube? Are you asking me what is the first video that ever came in for YouTube? I have no idea. Wasn't it like, actually, wasn't it like a cat? I think that's like a thing, right? Like, wasn't it like a cat playing the piano? Wasn't that the first ever video? Or am I wrong about that? That might have been like the first like trended video. I don't know. I don't know. You remember that was a thing, like the cat playing on a piano. All right. Anyway, I don't know if that's what you're the oldest PUBG video. I wonder. I feel like it would have. I don't think it would have to be. But technically, I would imagine the first ever PUBG video is them producing the trailer for PUBG. That's my guess. But as far as like a creator making one, I mean, probably the first popular PUBG video, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like from what's his name, Shroud. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And you have to describe what's popular, like how many views would be considered popular. I don't know, but Shroud probably has like one of the first videos that got really popular, I believe. I have to assume. I'd have to assume. Let's see here. PUBG Mobile wise, I don't know. There are two teams here. There is technically two teams, but again, with Miramar, towns are so big. So let's render in. And here we go. All right, TK on that other end. We got Lapone as well here, who's kind of on the other end. So it's like Lapone, then it's TK as a full squad, or a 3-person squad. And then the rest of Lapone's team on the other end. Let's see. Got the Discord in the chat. It says, Jay, rules: don't swear and don't be toxic and don't disrespect others and don't stream snipe. That's, yeah, those are good rules actually. That's exactly what it is. As far like you can, for me, and you know, events have rules too. So like obviously look at Discord. If you're competing, make sure you follow the rules on Discord for this event. But for me, like I don't mind if you watch the stream and play at the same time. Just don't use this to your advantage. Use it as what it is, entertainment value. You're not using this to compete and say, hey, they're here, they're here. You're just watching this because you enjoy watching PUBG Mobile. If you're competing, right? If you're competing and you just want to see some cool stuff, maybe your team died and you want to watch, or maybe your team is still in, but you're just like waiting for something to change or something. I don't know. But you usually can't, you know, you can't talk to your teammates about what's going on. You can't use the information to your advantage. That's my view. It's harder to, you know, separate them, but you guys get the gist. I don't want you guys to have to feel like you have to do something. But again, I'm just the creator here. So if the rules of the event have a different wordage there, like you can't even watch this event as you're playing, totally fine. Then you follow that. We got Cosmin, UCU, Busta, and Lapone. Looks like they are, and again, that's the reason why we leave a delay too. Just want to reiterate, there is a delay on this stream. Lapone is still on the other end. It looked like Skyline is noticing Lapone. We heard some shots here, so I assume that is the case. I don't think anyone has died yet. I'm pretty sure 65, is that what we started with? I'm gonna head over to a different location. Someone is knocked, so I'm gonna take a look at why. Peace, Top Bessie is on top of that hill. We saw him for a moment. And we see Doom Zero trying to get some shots across. There's Late player knocked. Or Peace Late is knocked. Grenade almost getting a good shot on, our good throw on Fluey. Fluey is getting hit from the top, and he's going to get knocked down. And look at this. Zero gets brought down too. What is going on here? Boom is, I don't know where Boom is. He's kind of far away from everybody. But his teammate, Unreal, is the only one left here. And he goes for a thirst on a player. I think it was Late, right? Yeah, Peace Late gets thirsted out. So it's a 1v2 at this very moment against Doom. Unreal. He has a shotgun, the DBS. Really good for short range. One of the best shotguns in the game now, if not the best. And he hears the enemy. Actually, it's a 3v1, and that's even worse. So we got Peace, Larix, Matu, and there should be another, but I can't find. Flowey or Fluey? I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. But you got 2 O's, right? Yeah, you got Fluey. Go with Fluey. Wait, there should be someone behind me. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, Top Essie. All right, so Top Essie's right there, but he's so far. He's got a long range attempt. Nice job on Unreal. And one more player. Look at that. They get the 2 knock here. And I say one more, and even though there's knocks, his teammate Boomer. So, oh, he's really ran over here. Never mind. He really made his way over. Trying to just peek this car, not trying to get knocked out while doing so. And there's the rotation on the left side. I couldn't win it as the right was also a problem. Good job from Larix. He actually went away from the revive just to make sure Top Essie had some help. And that was a good idea because Top Essie might have got knocked. If he did, while Larix was going for that revive, you know, maybe Top Essie would have got thirsted. Maybe that would have allowed the player here, whoever, I forgot who it was, to heal himself and to reload his gun. That could have caused a lot more problems. So it was good that Larix kind of bailed away from Peace Matu to help out his teammate there instead. And now all 3 of them are going to certainly be alive. Going to Roz Busta. He's closest one to the enemy right now. Oh, he's going to have an eye, but no good shot there to make the contact. So Twistus knows where Busta is, at least understands the direction it's coming from. Notorious is up top, and he's looking around trying to see if he can find him, but that's going to be a no find moment. I think they can get, yeah, you can be on this roof if you want it to be, but it doesn't seem like he's opting for that. He likes his 3rd floor. Still got some long range shots from everybody here. Nobody is pushing. Lapone even is on the far side. You can see he's still back there. He's landed there, by the way. He landed at those 2 buildings. He definitely has looted the entirety of it, and he's probably going to want some more stuff. He just hasn't gone out. Yes, it's in the description. So all that stuff that you mentioned there, that you're asking for, can I get the Discord, all in the description. Just click on those. There's 3 Discord links. One is for this event. That's the first one you'll find. The second one is for my events for PUBG Mobile and COD Mobile. Those are cash prize pools as well. So if you guys want to get more for cash, then you would click on that Discord, I would say. And then the below that is for COD Mobile. If you guys want to click on that for COD Mobile, if you enjoy COD Mobile, then definitely do, because that is the #1 place for ranked events for the best teams. And if you want to become one of the best teams, you really should click on that link. I'm not even hyperbolic here. That's for BR, by the way, COD Mobile BR. So Lapone staying low. Lapone was alone last time, but he wasn't alone like this, where his teammates are still alive and they're just in a separate part. He was alone completely. His teammates died out, so now it's, I don't know why they are so separated, but they just kind of landed that way, I guess, to get here. As I mentioned before, Miramar, huge map, so we're not going to see a lot of action in the beginning, especially when we started with 65 players. Now we're down to 60. There's a knock here. What? Why is there a knock here? They're going for the revive, but was there a kill here too? Oh, you're healing yourself. I guess so. You guys are quite damaged. Where's the boxes? Is it in here? Are you going for a box? No? Okay. I don't know. I don't know how you guys got hurt so much. Maybe they were just rotating around with the bus and then they got hurt on the way through, but that was a lot of damage they took. And there was a knocked one here too, so I'm so confused. I don't even see a box. There's no box in here. Let's head over here. Oh, Lapone is getting pushed. He actually, again, he was alone, but now TK has players under him. So this is hard for Lapone to handle, I bet. But he will try his best. He jumps out of the building, and that might allow him to escape. He's trying to heal. So he also got hurt as well, interestingly enough. There's Notorious, by the way. And there's Maddie, who's on the balcony right now. And the opponent is trying not to make noise, but he's going to have to heal himself, so he's going to do it. And Maddie, yes, he will notice him while he healed. So that was a bad idea. I don't know why he thought that was that was the way to go. He's just like, you know what? He's not going to hear me heal. You hear this rap. I mean, obviously, the enemies can hear that just as well. So the opponent's going to try to heal. He does get to 75%, which actually, I'm kind of surprised Maddie didn't push that. I think maybe he was hearing shots across the way and didn't want to overexpose himself to this side, which kind of makes sense. There's the enemies there. One's knocked. Ooh, grenade! How does the opponent survive? And Maddie gets hit pretty badly as he's going to try to hold the wall. But look at Twist This. Get some good shots. A lot of damage on TK, but they got that wall to protect themselves as the rest of the team cannot shoot down at TK. So those revives are going to work perfectly. Skyline also providing some cover fire just in case. Notorious, though, is knocked on that right in front of us now, I guess. But let's see him for a moment. So he's got a little bit of the wall here, a little bit of the buildings giving enough cover. So good rotation out for Notorious. Good revive for Skyline. Busta tries to push through with the bike and unfortunately is brought down. Look at the low health from everybody else on the team. UCU, how is he hurt so badly? Cosman is hurt pretty badly as well. He cannot afford to be knocked up here. He will die if he gets knocked up here. His teammate is way too far away to go around and pick him up if he does get knocked. So he really needs to find meds. That's all he can really think about at this time. And don't focus on the fight. That is not the thing. Now TK, if you're TK, you have all 4 of your players. You're doing really well. You know the idea of where they are, right? You heard the shots from up here. You know they're up here. You might know that UCU's over there because you got some damage across. So pick your poison. Choose a spot. Push it together. Have all of your 4 players go. You know you're going to probably win because you have 4 players. You know you got 2 of them done. You got the one on the bike and you got one by the wall. So it's just 2 players left. Now they could think it's a third party and maybe 2 of them are in one spot, but still, it's just be 2 then. So you know, that would be the idea for me if I was TK. You know, push to 1 and try to finish it off. Now it does seem like maybe ICU, yeah. So we have Cosman who completely bailed. Gotta be careful not to kill himself with the buggy. I mean, if he crashes too hard in one spot, he might die. But I think he'll be fine here, and no one's here for sure, and he can just find stuff. Not sure if this has been looted yet, but that's probably the best bet. All right, I'm looking over here. Subaka is not, and 2 players already dead. So Albert is trying to hold the line, and I don't think he will though, but he can try. Boom is on that left side. Is it Dr. Boom or OR Boom? I think OR Boom. Albert continues to rotate to the left. You can see Boom 92 on that left side as well. Shots fired, and Albert will be brought down by, just relax. Oh no, Albert is actually brought down by Male. Never mind. But Male gets the kill. I'm pretty sure it was Male. And that, how many kills you guys got now? 3? All right, so they got all 3 of those 3 players, and that's it. What team is this? We got Hazard, I believe. We got Alsto. We got Male, J Male, and Ferragamo. Yeah, that's definitely how you pronounce that. Take a look here. They're fighting against AIM. We do Astro, not Timon, and Minato. Minato. I don't know if AIM just got shot, but he's trying to hide. Yeah, no. I was gonna say that's not really a spot. I don't know. Trying to hide himself in that smoke around everybody from Hazard. See this the surrounding area really covered. Astro though probably will bail. I don't. Yeah, I think that's just the right play. All of his teammates are out, and he's got a buggy. Might as well use it. You're not gonna fight in a 1v3 and hope for the best. Maybe you can take some shots from where he was and try to possibly pick one off and get a kill that way, but it wouldn't be more than that. I wouldn't expect the squad wipe from Astro. Not that he wouldn't be good, but just the odds are not looking great. And that's always what you just really want to focus on. Whenever I focus on these plays here, it's odds. It's always about odds. No matter how good the player is, I'm always assuming each player is even. And when you assume things like that, it makes things a lot more understandable of what's going on. UCU trying to crawl away, but where's he crawling to? He's crawling to his graveyard. I think that's what he's crawling to. He's gonna be dead for sure, unless some miracle of a Maybe a crazy driver coming around to pick him up. Show Sue, we did for a moment, and I think they died, right? I'm pretty sure that's what we saw. We saw Sue died. Is that what we... Yeah, we saw Sue died. Here showing where the action is. Yeah. I'm just showing wherever I find something. And sometimes I'm gonna miss action, sometimes I won't. Can't control, but I'm gonna try to do it in the best way possible. There's two teams in vehicles here. P9 shooting at something. We'll see that when rendered in. And they just blew up a car to kill the player. So they got one. But however that happened, still load. There we go. There we all are. And looks like Brutal gets brutally knocked. We'll see if Bashag is going to be able to get a good angle. P9, this is the team that came in second. Had a great position for the last zone. We'll see if they can do it again, get a good position. Maybe this time they'll get first. Charek is on the other end, getting some good shots again. That was against Brutal, as I think they were the cause of the knock. The revive is probably happening right now. Yes, it did. And now he can heal himself going forward. 4x scope with the M4. Typical move for comp team. If you can handle this recoil, that's very general. I think most people like to use either the 4 or the 3x scope on an M4. If you have a long range weapon, maybe scope not using a 4x on the M4, but rather putting something like that on like a Car 98 or an M4 or a different type of sniper, and then using a 3x or something, or even a red dot for your AR as your primary. Charek again, also with the M4. I mean, yeah, M4 with the 4x scope. There's Rolls shooting across. You can see the flashes. And Van just decides not to shoot, which I'm kind of surprised about. Probably could have got some hits there. And I think they know that, they know the whole team is here. So if he peeked and he wasn't getting shot at, he might as well shoot, right? That's my opinion anyway. It's a risky take, but I believe that's a take I will use. So we have a Mini here. Mini is a sniper type. Oh, exposed here. Exposed. And so he's waiting. They don't know he's here. So Linus really wants to make sure that they can get to kills, not just to knock him. Ah, so unfortunate. I had like 3 good hits with the Mini. The Mini, yes, is really good if you can rapid fire those shots. He did that in good order, but not fast enough. A lot of people, you can see in comp, oftentimes just rapid fire that as fast as possible, holding down that recoil. And that's exactly what you really want to do in that scenario. So because he was so close, really exposed, and you knew he was going to back off after the first few shots, you got to make sure you get the knock by just constantly shooting as fast as you can. And it wasn't that far for a 6x scope, so the recoil wouldn't have been hard to handle in my opinion. Van Sun here. The farther it is, the harder the recoil, and you kind of get the not just the depth of the scope, it's also how far they are. Because each shot against rolls is going to be harder to keep the scope down on, rather than Charek, who was right there. You have a wider area to shoot. You can start low and try to, not have to hold down the recoil as much. Still got these longer range shots, trying to hit rolls. Now that his position is blown, he's just going to shoot wherever he can find it. His teammates are not that close. I mean, one is on the right side. We'll take a look at that. There's King D. But the other teammates are really far behind. They really have separated themselves here. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for the long run, because usually, you want to stay together to collaborate. But right now it's kind of working. Nobody is pushing them, so they can utilize this space away to actually gain information around the area, which isn't a bad idea. But it's really hard to help each other when you're that far away. You're the man, CJ. Thank you, Dark Killer TV. Welcome to the stream. What does it mean to be a dark killer? What about like a light? Can I be a light killer? Maybe like a colorful killer? Can I be a colorful killer? Or a bright killer. What's a bright killer? I want to be a killer too. Thank you for posting the link, his royal host. Appreciate that. Just wanted to know. Just wanted to give you a hard time because I can. Why not? We go to YMCA. So they are rotating around, and what? Okay, there's not this much smoke. What the hell was that? All right. So they found an enemy, and they got a knock. I don't know if he got stuck. I think he got stuck on the fence or something, and he tried to pull away. Unfortunately, not fast enough, and Black is gonna get knocked out. We see a push. I hear from the buggy. Why would you stop in the middle of this whole squad? How is he still alive? To be quite honest, I don't understand it. Sway is way out. And now Rapsu, who just wanted to help out his teammate now, needs to bail. Unfortunately didn't, and YMCA finishes up the job. So obviously not the thing you want to do. Not the thing at all. And let me just see if there's other shots. Yeah, there's Notorious. But in that particular scenario, I think everyone would agree, not the play at all. And the obvious reason is they didn't push together. I mean, you had one person in the bus, right? Remember that. One person in the bus. I think the person in the bus didn't mean to push. I think he just got stuck on the fence and he didn't want to stop there. He just got stopped. But then you had one other player come around with the buggy who just kind of stopped in the middle of the team and then decided to try to work around the shed. And then Rapsu, who I think was coming in order to help out Sway, but was way late on the rotation up. And yeah, that's a breakdown right there. That's an obvious thing not to do. They did very well in the first round, don't get me wrong, but so they're a good team. But that's I think we can all agree that wasn't the play. O-View is rotating on the right side. Truth is knocked and I think going to be taken down. Naku is going to be driving over to the right here. Oh, getting hit from the top, and there's too many on the top. He's trying to stay low, but he's really exposed to that. And he's going to try to hide behind this buggy. He can actually hide under this silo too if he wanted. But yeah, he's going to heal there. He might actually try to drive again. He should try because the blue zone already overran him. And a grenade tried to come down and finish him up. It didn't work. Good smoke, very smart, and he'll heal again to 75 and then hop in, I bet. That's going to be his play. And there we go. We'll see if it works. Will he be shot by the top players? Yes, he will be shot at. Buggy's about to be on fire. He can't heal fast enough, and he will die out. So that was a good try, but, that's all they got. We got YMCA Linus here with all 4 players alive. This was the team that was really separated, and it looks like they're all getting back together again, which I think is agreeable. We're going to head over to the top. This is a spot where they're getting a lot of kills. Well, they have 5 right now, but they're getting a lot of damage at least. The person in the buggy, that was caused by this team. They got to move to the next zone, though. Oh, my God. That's a good hill to grab against PLR. So hopefully they understand to watch out for that and figure out a way to counter that position. Got Ice Boy, Boom, Relax. Oh, someone got hit by a grenade. P9. Wait, I think P9 just killed themselves with a grenade. Twice. What? Let me head over. What is going on? Let's see. What? So confused. Did he kill his own teammate? I'm so confused. Maybe? Did anyone see that in the kill feed? Am I messed up? Can anyone retreat to maybe rewind for a moment and see what the kill feed with P9 was about? Because I think Brutal just died from a grenade from his own teammate. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think he might have thrown a grenade thinking it was a smoke. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, man. Crazier things have happened, I guess. It looks like Error is trying to get a revive here on Hero for ITG. Seems to be a good spot. So, oh, you were pretty good. Don't leave that. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're solid. You're solid. You're not going to get knocked out. You're good. Zate shooting on the left side, trying to hit P9. Trying to give him haircuts with the bullets, and those haircuts will be free of charge. Going to the right here. Hazard with Alesto and J-Mail. Ferragamo is already knocked out, so it's just a duo. Good shots. Couldn't finish it up. Could not finish it up. He was scared. He was not scared, but he was a little worried about his own health. And that's why he did not keep and hold that. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you're too close to that car. They didn't blow it up. So it was the enemies that blew it up, which makes it more likely for you to die if you're close to the car. I know it's weird. That's always a weird concept to me. I didn't understand why they did it that way, but if you are the one shooting at the car and you blow it up, then it's fine. Well, you do get hurt a little bit if you're way too close, but that's like a weird physics part of this game. It looks like Seiko is throwing a grenade over, and he's going to try to get it into the shed. That would have been a hell of a throw. You might as well try to go for the lottery while you're at it, because that would have taken a lot of luck. Unless that was a teammate, maybe, that he's throwing a smoke to. Yeah, they're all on that side, but they're not focused at all against Hazard. So let's kind of see what this is about. Relax is going to get some smokes. Hitting the car, but not the person. And we see Ice Boy running, going for the smoke, going for the revive. There you have it. They're actually in the next zone, which is so nice for them. I'm sure they're really happy about that. And a good spot in the next zone as well, because it's going to be hard to rotate and take them out on the way in. So 7 Adams is in the next zone as well. Looks like they crashed the shed to do so. And that's not a bad spot at all, especially with all the cars that they got. The shed and the cars are going to give some hard cover. PLR is on the next zone, and YMCA is behind them. And they're going to possibly try to fight to get in. So let's see how that looks. YMCA is shooting from the left side. They still need to get in. They're not in yet. So the blue zone's going to overrun them. Malmi got some good shots and got a knock on Fullman. And they got a lot of kills here. PLR has 1 person left. Oh, no, 2 people left. Desdo surviving as... Oh, no, got taken down too. Good job from YMCA. They actually earned their spot. They pushed in from the blue zone, took out the enemy that was holding them back. And now the revives are in suit. 1 minute for the next zone. They have a ton of time to heal themselves. Hopefully they'll have some time to run in as well. Ice Boy needs a revive, and Male's probably going to be the one to do it, I assume. Smoke thrown here. 7 Adams. All right, so we got 3 teams, all right? 7 Adams, OR, and YMCA. YMCA actually has the next zone, and King's going to take the top of the hill because obviously he's the king. He's going to take top of the hill. On the right side, no, he's going to be brought down by somebody. I was trying to make a king reference. Somebody like maybe another king. No, that's not. I need a better metaphor. Seiko though was the cause, and now the shots on Seiko as Dezo goes for the return. So they still have the top of the hill. It's just the king needs a little bit of a healing touch. 7 Adams. Oh, this should be a good shot here, but Dezo hides for a little bit, and Grenade actually almost takes out Zate on the right side. It was coming in close. The OR still needs to get in from zone. So does 7 Adams. The late rotations right now. They're just trying to heal as much as possible. Grenade cutting around. Smokes need to be thrown. They didn't throw enough though early. So now we got to see these open shots. But Dezo gets knocked out. Good job from King getting Zate. And look at Seiko's knocked as well. Mitsuki is knocked too. That is it for the team. And YMCA was able to cause those kills. Unfortunately, they didn't get a lot of kills on the other end. There's only 1 person knocked, and the rest are coming in as we speak. So YMCA needs to turn and focus on the new team after they just did a well-deserved instant kill. Grenades cutting to the left. A lot of grenades cutting to the left. And the kill on the left side too. So we have 1 or 2 people left on this side. With Linus and Malmi. Both pretty hurt though as well. 3v2. Let's see if Linus doesn't have a booster running, so even though time would possibly help with heals, he's not using any. Malmi is, I think, is boosting. Yes, it's boosted all the way, hoping for that to cut in. Boom on that right side. Possibly saw Malmi there. There he is again. But he's not really focused on that right side. Boom might be the overall factor here. Maybe Linus is shooting at Boom in particular. There's Boom again. Kind of exposed a little bit. Yep, they found him on the tree for sure. Now both of them do. Blue zone's in favor of yellow. They're going to hold that spot and then force YMCA to come down the hill. Oh, they got one. Relax now. has a lot of enemies in front. He's going to try to come out and peek and shoot, but he's going to get hit in the feet as well as the rock juts out a little bit. Gets knocked out. That is it. YMCA knocked out, right? That was YMCA. No, YMCA won it. Never mind. YMCA won that event. And OR got knocked out. OR, who had the position, they had the people too. But Linus and Malmi coming in at the end, surviving as a duo against a trio. Good work there on that match. We still got another match. We got actually 2 more matches, so don't go anywhere. But let's take a look at these results. We'll go over that, and then I'll see what you guys wrote. All right. If you have any questions, write them down now, because then I'll be able to respond in a faster fashion. We got YMCA again with Malmi with 6, 4 apiece between King and Linus, I believe, and Dezo with 3, a team total of 17 kills. Congratulations to YMCA. We got OR with 3 for Male, 2 for Boom, team total 5, 6, 7 kills. Good work. And 7 Adams with 3 for Exalti, 2 for Zate, a team total of 5. So YMCA clearly take over this match with the most kills and first place. Fantastic work. We saw YMCA pushing through the blue zone, and I think they are the ones that took down. Who did they take down first to get into the zone? PLR. They took down PLR to get into the zone. They took down 7 Adams, who were trying to push them up to the hill first, and then OR tried to push up to the hill, and they were able to get to the hill. And then the zone was helping OR, but YMCA then pushed again to get to the next zone. And while they did, they took out OR. Hazard with 4 total kills. Good job, Alesto, to get 2 of them. PLR with 3 for PO Tricks, a team total of 6. Roz with 1 kill for Cosmin. P9 with 3 kills for Petrit. That's their team total. ITG with 2 kills for Hero. NGV with 4 kills. Cherik with 0. TK with 3. SEA with 3 kills. AIM with 1 kill. Next with 0 kills. Pen with 0. Peace with 5 kills. Sue with 0. And Doom with 1 from Unreal. Okay, continue out of that. And hope to get into next room. Let's see if it's open. Got the next room. How you guys doing, by the way? I'm just chilling. Just enjoying my life. Yeah. Finding the right room stuff. Room. Scrim announcement, scrim info. I feel like I'm missing my spot. Oh, here. 2:30. Okay, so not yet. The room has not come out yet. Will be coming out soon. All right. What are you guys saying? I use red dot on AR. Says his Royal Host. Yeah, I like using, honestly, it depends on what I have. So if I'm just starting, right, and there's a battle right away, I don't care what scope it is, I'm going to use it. Unless it's a short range battle, I won't use anything more than a 3x scope. If I have to choose between a 3 and a short range battle or nothing, I'll probably pick nothing, no matter what the gun is. But sometimes I'll use the 3 just because it's easier to just have it on it rather than constantly switching it. But yeah, for the most part, an AR, I would like to have a 3x scope. In my long range gun, whether it's a sniper or another AR, I would like to have a 6x scope on it, putting it on either halfway between 3 and 6. But I can also put a 4x scope on an M4 and then an AK with a 2x scope. I can't use an AK more than a 2. Some people like 3. I don't know how you do it. Some people just don't put any scope on it, and I agree because it's so easy to shoot with a iron-sighted AK. But with an AK, 2x for me, and a M4 or a SCAR or a DP. Well, DP I like using either a 3 or 4. Same thing, I guess, as an M4. You guys get the gist. Your long-range ones, if you're spraying, 3 or 4x scope. And if your short range guns like a Groza or an AK, even an M7, I like to have a 2x or lower. And then if you have a sniper like a AWM or something like that, then as much as you want, 6, 8. I mean, pick the best one you got, and that's my choices. For the only weird one that I like to have a 4x scope on is the SMG, the UMP. Because that the only reason why I would use a UMP is if I don't have a sniper in the first place. That's it. If I don't have a sniper, then the UMP is my choice. But very often I find a sniper, and I rarely have to go to a UMP in order to figure it out. I just think the UMP is, the spray of it is too crazy. It's not the recoil. There's a difference, right? Recoil is how your ability to hold down the shots, right? And how crazy that is, right? AK compared to a DP, I guess. You know, difference in recoil. The spray is, even if your dot, let's say you're using a red dot, even if your dot is on the target, the spray is how wide of a range it'll go around that randomly, whatever it wants, right? So I think the UMP is too wild when it gets longer and longer. And that's the idea, right? The UMP was never meant for long range, but because of the recoil is so easy, people go to the UMP to do that. But after a while, you kind of realize the UMP is not that great. It's just not great for that attempt. The DP is great. Like if you're shooting from the hip for the DP, it's one of the worst guns. So I would not recommend it in short range at all. And I think some people do because they see it's a 7 ammo weapon and you want to go for that. But don't be fooled. It is not a good short range gun. If you shoot from the hip, the spray is literally everywhere. It's too wild. But the DP is great when you're scoped in. The spray is not that bad, and the recoil is really easy. And you're using 7 ammo rounds, so it's going to be thirsty, right? So you're going to be able to get some really good hits. And so use a 4x scope on it if you want to go real long. Some people try the 6. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not worth it. I would say 4x or 3x and just go crazy. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. You saw a lot of people use the DP here at Miramar. Miramar, again, known for the long range battles, so you really want to make sure you have a long range scope. DP, we saw some M4s with 4x scopes. Minis here used. I don't think I saw any bolt actions. Maybe just didn't notice any. But for the most part, yeah, bolt actions would be nice to have here at Miramar. This one I think is Sandhawk, so it's going to be like nearly the opposite. Some people should have Uzis, and I think for their long range, they'll pick an M4. The reason why you really can't shoot long range is the trees involved, and there's a lot of hills. So when you get to a height on a tree, right, you got a height on a hill, you can't look so just completely across, right? Because there's so many trees that are blocking your vision. So this really forcing you to kind of find the enemy up close and personal. So you have to use an Uzi or an M4 if you want the longest range possible. If you try to use a bolt action, I mean, some people do, but I don't think it's worth it, to be quite honest, on Sandhawk. I just like using bolt actions because they're fun to use, but on a competitive level, I don't think it's worth having. You're much better off having an SMG, like an Uzi or a Tommy gun, and then have like an M4 or an AK. The AK is more for short range too. I don't know. Pick your poison. Always the best combo for me, no matter what map, just in case, like this is just my go-to, is an AK and an M4, right? Or an AK and a DP. Those are my two go-tos. Whenever I can't think of what I want to use, those are my go-tos. Or an M7, sorry. M7 takes over for me an AK. M7's much better. Popularity, please. Oh, is this for like gaining popularity? Oh, big fan from India. Thank you, Joker. What does this mean? You want like people to give you popularity? Why is this? I never understood. Not against you, Joker. I just want to know why is it important to gain popularity in this game, right? Like there's a thing, right? Like if I go to my profile, isn't it like not that? Where is it? It's like this, right? On the bottom right. Popularity. What? Why do you want that? I never understood it. Like, does that help you? I don't know. It just seems like a worthless number. Like if I'm judging a comp player, I wouldn't judge him based on his popularity, so it's not like anything like that. I don't know. Does it help you find people that are good or something? Keaton, thank you for joining us. Says hey homie. Hey homie. Alright, let me see if they posted the next stream. I'm sure they have. Yeah, they have. All right, it'll start in roughly 2 minutes. I'm gotta rush it in again. Let me show you guys the pause screen because I can't show you guys. But to a team. No, that's not. All right, so I'll be right back. Well, I'll still be here, but visually, I'll be back. And this is the third round out of 4. And will be Sandhawk. Okay. Break it out. Let me see what you guys wrote. I don't play PUBG, says Spy Lord. Me either. I play COD Mobile. Spy Lord says, yeah, same. Kind of hard to see players on PUBG, says his royal host. Lol, collateral damage, Linus. Hey, homie. All right, yeah. I mean, yeah. Take your point. I mean, did you just like whatever game you like? I like playing PUBG Mobile better, to be quite honest, myself. I love watching COD Mobile, though. I think as far as watching is concerned, it's more visually appealing to watch COD Mobile. But here's the things I like about PUBG. I think PUBG does a fantastic job with the amount of bullets it takes to break down a player. I think the guns are pretty well separated away from each other, so there's no like when we put together PUBG matches, we're not banning like literally any weapon. Sometimes people ban the crate weapons, but even those are not like overly powerful. The best gun in the game is the AWM, but even that has some weaknesses, right? If you get a good shot with the AWM on the hand or the body, is not necessarily going to bring you down, depending on the vest you have, stuff like that. If you get headshot, yes, I think you should be brought down with an AWM because it's a bolt action. So I think that makes sense. I think the shooting in COD Mobile, I hope that for long range especially, I hope that becomes a little bit more, I hope it gets a little bit more user friendly, I guess, because I do believe the spray when it comes to COD Mobile is so wild. It's so wild, and the bullet speed is pretty slow when it comes to long range. And the main reason I think for that is COD Mobile wasn't meant to be Battle Royale first. It was meant to be multiplayer first. I don't know if they weren't thinking about it, but I think they just were emphasizing the difference between short and like medium short range for multiplayer, that they didn't like think that people were going to shoot these guns like from one hilltop to another. I think they thought about it, but they didn't like make it a priority compared to multiplayer. So when they first started the game, I know for sure that they just kind of plopped whatever stats they had on multiplayer and shifted it to Battle Royale and said, here you go. Tell us what happens. And then we noticed right off the bat, like ARs weren't going to be good for long range. You had to have a sniper, but even snipers, like the bullet speed of actually reaching and getting a hit was way harder to do. So you really force players to kind of get up close and personal, kind of similar to multiplayer. So like that was a whole endeavor. I think they have fixed it where like not necessarily the stats on each gun are related from multiplayer to BR, but they are. I think they still have a lot of work to do. But that's just me. I think it's just that's just the way it works though. COD Mobile is multiplayer first, Battle Royale second, and the moment that changes, if that changes, or it's even, then it's like, all right, we gotta have a set of rules for Battle Royale and a set of like statistical rules as far as like the guns for multiplayer. Then it'll be much better to play Battle Royale on PUBG Mobile, because I can easily see that, because there's too many good things on COD Mobile that PUBG Mobile will never do, right? The classes, the differences in each player's positioning, like having specialties. That's huge. That is huge. The ability to revive your player, that in itself is gold right there, right then. I know, maybe that's a sticking point for people who play PUBG Mobile and they hate the idea of bringing back players. I'm going to tell you right now, if you play any other game, everybody wants to be brought back. Every single person wants to be brought back into the game, even if they die. That's just something people want to do. They don't want to be waiting around for your teammates when you die in the very beginning and they're surviving, and then you have to wait. You have to wait. Even if they win, you're waiting like 25 minutes No one wants to do that. But yeah, that's PUBG Mobile right now. And I think with the new tribe, I don't know if they're putting that out there so they can give people the option of bringing back players and seeing what that feels like, you know. But that is a very important thing. I think in general, every game for Battle Royale should have some sort of version where you can bring back players. My opinion, and I hope it goes through. But PUBG Mobile, I think, like this is something they've always done. They're never going to change that, and it works for them because they are still one of the best in BR. Still the best, and probably the best right now in BR at this very moment for mobile game. All right, so go and take a look at Pi None. I think is a good spot to start at. Let's render it in and see what happens. You still hear that parachute? I gotta actually change it to somebody who's using a parachute. Oh no, there we go. Let's see if it'll go away. Nope. All right. I need to go to actual. Oh, there we go. Good. Sometimes you just need to switch it up. So we got TK. They got Paradise. Nobody's here, so we're gonna move out of that. At Camp Pong, we don't usually see a battle at Camp Pong, so I kind of want to see what this looks like. We got Sue here. Sue did not do Sue hot last match, so hopefully they can switch things up this time around. YMCA, who did very well, they got first place in the last round. So given the what happened in the last round, YMCA should win this, but whatever happened in the past doesn't mean what's going to happen now. So let's see. I'm usually here. There is a battle because trying to leave this spot, you're going up a hill wide open. Looks like Black Cito is getting hurt, and he needs to be careful because all of his teammates are knocked or killed. Soei is killed. Esteban is knocked. Kitama is knocked. So he was able to apparently get the shots on the left side. There is a knocked player. Hizaka is there. So OR is probably going to try to push as fast as possible to heal and pick up their teammate. I think you just got another knock there, or did you just got a lot of hurt in there? There's Ice Boy. Ice Boy's going for the revive. Oh, no. Nice work from Black. Well done. As look at this. Sue Albert. Sue, again, we were just seeing you guys as a team all the way at, I believe, Kampong. But what are you doing here in the middle of a field? All right. Let's head to Camp Bravo. That's definitely going to be more of a battle because they're super close. So see what this looks like as rendering in right now. There we go. We got Doo-Doo here. Nice shots from the top from Minato. Inside the building. He knows he's inside. He's just pre-firing that and changes up the gun to shoot and gets the kill. Good job to switch, because usually, you know, if you're playing and you're not switching, then you would have to reload in that situation. And that's what I think P.O. Trex was thinking was going to happen. Bullman drop shot on Minato with barely enough health and survives. And look at the revives that are going to be happening now for PLR. Thank you for the follow from HDK Listed. Thank you so much for that, man. And Keaton, I don't know if I said this, but thank you for the follow as well. Moving on. We got going back to Kampong. Again, usually we don't see a battle here, so I kind of want to see what this will be like. But right now, it seems like the separation is still pretty wide, as nobody's pushing each other. It's more like looting. Raptor, though, is kind of waiting for an opportunity to strike. So while you guys are doing all that, I'm going to make sure I'm not missing much else by looking around. I thought there was another two teams that were close. We might have just seen them die. That could be possible. But I guess we'll stick here. Again, Sue versus YMCA. Sue, I think, was second to last in the last match, while YMCA was first. First total, not first to not last when it comes to first. There's Albert. So Sue came back. There's where he went. He's still trying to help out his teammate from here, though. And I don't know who he's looking at, but he's looking through something. They're also communicating with their bullets. Nothing wrong with a little communication. We need Akimbo Chikams in PUBG Mobile. VR COD Mobile has so many issues and bugs. Yeah. That too. Well, I think when Tencent left, so you know now it's obviously Activision, but I think when Tencent left, there was the reason why Tencent left, as far as the news says, is the fact that Tencent was taking information of what COD Mobile was doing with the help of Activision, because Activision was there from the start too, and utilizing that for PUBG Mobile. But honestly, I think Tencent probably brought a lot of good things to the table, given that they've already made this game. That might have been very helpful to do that. I think they also made sure to, they didn't really get rid of Tencent, but they made sure to not utilize Tencent here in COD Mobile. Here in COD Mobile, because of the issues that China was having with US information. So wow, that's a lot going on. Nice job overwhelming on the left side. And you see YMCA not put, there we go, the shots from here, from the top down, shooting down at Shoxy, but Shoxy surviving with the one more player left, and Shoxy brought down. So Sue has 3-person here. All of them are now out of the game. Again, we saw one more player for Sue. That's all. Oh, you moved in. All right, but you didn't move in fast enough, unfortunately. I don't know why you landed so far away from your team, but you're trying to make up for it right with this push. I kind of like it, honestly. I like it, and you should be able to win that one. Nice. And you going for the thirst because your teammates got thirsted too. So now it's a 1v1. I like the retribution there, because you know, if they thirsted your teammates, you have all the right to thirst theirs. I wholly agree. Problem is, I don't even know why Albert was not here in the first place. That could have helped a lot. And so even if Albert is able to get this kill on Dezo, it doesn't change the fact that they're all dead. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me. Maybe Albert made the right move by separating out, but I don't think so. I think too far away. You can separate, but not that far. Going over to the Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. UCU here. Lapon here. Lapone. Maddie. So 2 players left for TK, Notorious, and Maddie. A lot of players left for Roz here, and it looks like Busta's kind of gonna get real close. Gets prone right there, and he sees him, and he wants to give him a nice shot, but couldn't get the hits. And Busta will get up to shoot too. Right there. So it looks like Maddie opting for the rooftop. Could be a good spot. Oh, Notorious is knocked, but Maddie could possibly get this revive. Oh no, you went too far. Why didn't you go for the revive? I think you could have got it. Honestly, I think he could have got it, but he opted away from it. Now he's on the run. He could have tried to protect Notorious here with a 1v1 on the roof, but Maddie is backing away farther and farther. Did they see him? Oh yeah, they did. Maddie trying to use this ledge here for his protection. Good shots, preventing them from coming in. You got to continue to do it though. And he couldn't do it strong enough, I guess. Oh, he also had more. Cosmin was coming from rooftop to rooftop like Spider-Man. So even if he was able to get one, there's no way he would have noticed Cosmin coming in hot from that rooftop. All right, let's look at this right now. In the open fields, we got some battles. And it looks like Doom Zero almost got blown up by a grenade. Stays alive, though. Hapesi is already knocked on that far side. So what's happening for real? Oh, we got 2 teams. What's up with you guys? Blackcito here. Shooting towards Zero Doom, maybe? Blackcito dodging, dipping, ducking, diving, shooting. Just puts him back to behind the rock. And Black will continue to rotate away toward his teammates. We got Katama. There's an enemy on the right, by the way, that is reviving a player. I think Katama's trying to get an angle on this, but should be heard, actually. He actually should be heard right now. He gets shot from the left side first and will be almost... Oh, not thirsted at all yet. Actually, didn't get thirsted at all. Thought was gonna. And now he's like slowly backtracking. Unfortunately, yep, thirsted out now from this side. Wow, 7 Adams was able to get that shot long range. And that's something you won't see. Just to reiterate, back over to what you guys were mentioning with COD Mobile. That's something you wouldn't see at that distance in COD Mobile. You can't be that accurate with an AR at that distance in COD Mobile. You just can't. It's not possible. No matter how good you are, the spray is just too wild to make that work. Nice job against Topesi continues to rotate back. So if I had to like separate strategy, right? I would say for PUBG, I think the gunplay is so much better, right? That's just, to me, it seems like an undeniable truth. When it comes to strategies, I would say a COD Mobile is that much more important because there's so many different factors that you can involve in that you need to think of everything, like, and all the classes and all the vehicles, and there's just too many things to think about that strategy can be really overwhelming. That's why you really need to be smart playing COD Mobile. And PUBG Mobile, you can kind of, you know, everyone's on 2 feet, everyone's running around. You know, you can take a car. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, revive flights. You don't have to. It's so much more simple. Kill the other team, and you're all on the same level based on running, right? So it's not that complex. The other thing is positioning. Like those are my things. Like when it comes to any BR game, gunplay, rotations, and positioning. Positioning wise, it's pretty even. There's no big change, right? It's always like good to be on a higher part than it is to be on a lower part. I think for COD Mobile, it's more important to be at a higher location because you can shoot pretty long range in this game. So positioning can be deadly from wherever you are, but. For the most part, I would say it's pretty even. It's not that crazy different. So 1 point each for each, and then half a point for each. That's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. 7 Adams, Seiko, Mitsuki, Exalti, and Zate. 4-player team, all in the next zone already. We have C with Snow, Professor, Pollux, and Kemi. Keme. I think Doom is shooting against Roz right now. Is that the case? Possibly, kinda. Let's see. Yep. Good shots on Lapone. Lapone's getting hit pretty bad, and now there's Cosmo on that left side, but not gonna be reached. There he is peeking out. He knows he's peeking. He wants to shoot, pre-fire some of these shots. Trying to shoot at both of them now. It's giving him haircuts, and he actually takes a hit as well. Through the trees. This is the problem with Sandhawk. Well, not a problem, just something you have to think about is that these trees are going to give a lot of the cover. So long range shots are difficult. Sometimes you can find some openings. Being prone is not necessarily what I think you should do here. Peeking rocks is definitely a smarter move. But if you're thinking you're hidden in the grass at this distance from there, it's not necessarily the truth. I think he's actually just doing that in order to shoot with better recoil. But you don't want to be prone in the grass from one hill to another battle because you'd rather peek around the rock to stay hidden so you don't get shot back. But I think that made sense. They had to rotate. They weren't worried about getting shot at. Doom. Yeah. Okay. What I heard is that Tencent is Chinese, Activision is American. According to reports, Chinese companies are required to publish people's information according to Chinese law. Yeah, that was definitely part of the worry, for sure. That was definitely part of the worry, and that's why you don't see Tencent on the initial screen when it comes to COD Mobile. You see Activision. That was probably their main worry. But I would say, unfortunately, the outcome of that is that I don't think COD Mobile became better off because I think Tencent would have helped out a lot to the game. You can't get much better than Tencent when it comes to Battle Royale on mobile. You just can't. Activision's great for, you know, in general, you know, as one of the best publishers, best developers of a game in general. Even though, you know, you could talk about Call of Duty Warzone, but, you know, we're just going to ignore that for a moment. But yeah, I would say, you know, they're missing stuff that, you know, Tencent wouldn't make a mistake on. Late, Matu and Larix here alive. Tempesi is knocked out. Grenade from Esteban. Gonna be throwing it in the right direction, but I think way short, unless the rotation's coming in. Rotation does come, and it actually was too far, which is very surprising. I thought it was gonna be too short. Bluey just came over to the grenade, but Esteban gets taken down by Doom. The rest of the players here. Unreal, I think, was the cause of the last shot. Yeah. Or maybe it was Zero, actually, instead. But regardless, they get the kill, and they were able to hold the south part of the next zone. And we're going to try to head up north to see if there's another battle. PLR, you're all prone, and there's enemies above you. So there, I think Lapone is the closest one here. Take a look at you. So they got to get into the next zone. They're rotating right of that team that was in front, their PLR team. So looks like Lapone either knows that PLR is there and rotating here, or just happens to be rotating here. Looking at Hazard now. There's a few enemies around. They're definitely holding back NGV. I think they were shooting at them, so that's exactly their play. They know their blue zone's a little bit better than theirs when it'll close. So they're just going to hold them back. I think for NGV, you can tell they're not moving a single inch, so they're willing to eat some blue. They better be boosting up. That's something I would do right now. The blue zone's closing. Start boosting up. You're going to need it. You're going to need all the time in order to stick around here, because they're going to wait for you to come out. And now that you're coming out at this very moment, I'm kind of surprised that you're not getting shot at. There he is. Okay, so that was what I expected, and there's the knock. So that's what I was saying. Like, if you're going to wait it out, you might as well wait out the blue for a long period of time. You know, heal yourself in there, because you know that's exactly what they were going to do until this blue zone overran. Now, if I was Truth right now, I would leave, and that's what he's doing. You know, I can already guess what they were going to do. Because they don't want to eat the blue either, but they'll wait until the blue comes to them and then go. Rashad getting overran and taken down from the right side. Didn't realize he was there. 4 times scoping it, trying to hit. And you can see the recoil was a bit difficult on that angle. He had a shorter range scope. I think he would have been a little bit better off there. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like he really had one. Look at the health on both of them. Luckily, they're not just... Yeah, there it is. There's a shot through the smoke, and they get one. Trying to finish off both of them. Brutal staying alive just barely as he's staying prone. But we might see some shots from Hazard on this left side. Fortunately, they're not getting hit. And Brutal drops... Oh, yeah, there it is. Finally, I was going to say... very fortunate Hazard's not looking over in this direction, since they were just getting shot from them moments ago, and the smoke's all covering up the area. There it is. So anyway, 9 kills for ROZ. Looks like they're on top. Okay, that's not the view I'm looking for. This is not the view I'm looking for. That's not the view I'm looking for. Whenever people are sometimes they're glitched out where their guns aren't with them. So whenever they scope in, the gun, wherever it is, it's scoping into that direction. I don't know why it does that, but it just does sometimes. Is that Machiavelli? Great name, I love it. Machiavelli. I didn't realize that was your name. I believe that's an artist, right? Machiavelli? Sort of philosopher or artist. Sort of like a aristocrat type of name. Or type of person. Let's head over to you then, Machiavelli. Machiavelli? Machiavelli. Where's a Machiavelli? Anyway, Lapone comes in with a kill. Lapone, I think, known as a gangster in most of the people who go by that name is like a gangster name. Al Capone? No, that's Al Capone. Never mind. Lapone is different. So what do we, oh, we only have 2 teams left and 8 players total, so you know it's a 4v4. We got ROZ versus SEA. Realize we're at the 2 already. Shots fired at UCU. Cosmin just shooting through that smoke, hoping for a contact. Not quite yet, getting it. Same with TikTok. They know more about you than they know about yourself. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I think it makes sense, right? Our government should be worried about your public's information being sent to a foreign country. You know, that makes sense. I'm just saying, like, my view is like TikTok. Like, if you're putting stuff on TikTok that is like really sensitive. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you putting your social security number on TikTok? Like, what are you really doing? Right? Like, you're posting videos of you dancing or videos of whatever that are supposed to be entertaining. I don't think you're gonna get much out of that. The only thing that they are really worried about is like your location and stuff. But you're from the United States, so that's what that is. We got a death here on Kemi. Looks like Roz is doing a good job so far, pushing forward, not getting knocked out yet. Oh, got shot through the opening, and that'll bring him down. Not hitting enough. 2v4 scenario. SEA starting to get hit more and more. Cutting into the house. Snow about to lose all of his health. Professor trying to shoot too. Snow's brought down. He's going to try to help out, but unfortunately, no, you're not going to be able to do the work. Knocked out here at Sandhawk. Roz gets the win. SEA gets second place. Doom with third. Now, again, this was the third match. We got one more. Don't go anywhere. Hope you guys stick around for the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying yourself so far. Make sure to sub and follow if you want to see more content just like this, because I do this every day. We got Lapone here with 8, 2 apiece between UCU and Cosmin, and 3 for Busta. A team total of 15. Yeah, nice work for Roz. We got SEA with 3 for Kemi and Pollux each, and 1 for Professor. Team total 7. And then Doom coming around with 2 just from 0, and that's their team total. I feel like I'm getting a ton of text messages. My phone goes off. Hazard, let's see here. Hazard with 4 total kills. Peace with 3 apiece between Larynx and Late, a team total of 7. P9 with 3 total kills. YMCA with 4. NGV with 2 kills. PLR with 4 kills. ITG with 1 kill. NEX with 4 kills. 7 Adams with 6 kills. Nice job between Seiko and Exalti, each getting 3. SOO with 3 kills. TK with 0. Cherrick with 0, AIM with 0, and OR with 1 kill from Boom. All right, let's continue out. Let me see. I got a bunch of texts. I got to read these because I feel like maybe it's... If I get this many texts, I feel like it's more important than... Let's see. What do we got? I have no idea, but we'll go through that later. All right, so put you guys through it. His royal host and Activision didn't appreciate that. Why they parted ways, rumor has it. Honestly, they need to have seasons based around certain COD games. Also zombie mode. Same goes with TikTok. They know more about you than they know about yourself. Same with TikTok. They know more about yeah. YMCA, lol. They do have seasons in COD Mobile. Yeah, they do. I mean, seasons based around certain COD games. I'm still confused why they call it season 1 instead of, because it's a new year. That's all they did it for. It's nothing more than because it's 2021. That's it. They'll do the same thing in 2022. They'll call it season 1. Like how the seasons have a theme. I think the theme should be based on a certain COD game. You mean like for the different COD games, like one for Warzone, one for Blackout, like that? Just wanted to reset the seasons. Now, new players don't know that they think it's very first season. I don't know. It does. I don't care about the number of the season. Like if they call it 1, they can call it 26 for all I care. I don't really. That's not a thing that I care about. It's just the quality of the game. That's one big thing. How conducive it is for skilled players. I think that's the biggest part, right? Right. If you're a skilled player, however you define it, right? Because skilled can be a lot of things. Then you should be better than everyone else, right? If you're the best skilled player in the game, you should be better than everyone else. You have to make sure that your game is conducive to that idea. And you're probably thinking, yeah, every game is like that. If you really think about it, no. Like if there's a game that, for one, we see with Warzone, there's a game that is very conducive to cheating and hacking and having all these things that allow you to be playing in rooms that are just with the lower tier players or people that are just not as good, and you're able to choose in a way you get able to choose, then no, that's not conducive to, pushing the person who is most skilled to the top. It's actually the person who is able to utilize hacks and able to utilize apps, I guess, in the best way possible. But anyway, back to COD Mobile. I think if they can change the way the gunship works, that it's not so relatable to multiplayer, because that's the problem I think right now, and that's what they should change. The reason why PUBG Mobile doesn't have a great multiplayer side, a few things. Easiest reason, and it's not against them, is just that it's just simple. There's not too many changes, right? It's just you have 2 teams playing against each other and they fight. Like, right? There's no classes, there's nothing crazy different with multiplayer than it is with Battle Royale, so you might as well play Battle Royale. That's the idea. But the thing about the other reason that multiplayer is not a big deal in PUBG Mobile is like the weapon choices you're always going to want to use the best weapon, right? The Groza in multiplayer and Battle and PUBG is the best, and will always be the best, because you're looking for a short range weapon that is very thirsty and you can get a lot of kills with it. And that's the best AR, I should say. It's the best AR. Now, if you're really great with the like SKS, some people like to use that. Then that's a little bit of a change. That's your variation. Like that's towards skill players, but that's it. So but with COD Mobile, like each gun has there's not like one gun that does the best all the time. They constantly switch it. There's so many different types with skins and just abilities, the attachments. It's more connected to how good you want to build a gun. So I think I think the game becomes more fun when you kind of have to think about what kind of gun do I want to bring into this. There are attachments obviously in PUBG Mobile, but not the same. Activision, they said they did it for the new players. Activision, they said they did it for the new players. The season 1 thing, I don't think they did it for the new players. I think maybe they did. I mean, they could easily just say that, but I don't think they really cared. I don't know. I don't think they really cared about what number they called it. They just called it because they wanted to be maybe contrarian, so they don't constantly go by numbers. The other thing they probably did is, they may have wanted to use 1 in order to kind of create a new, this is the first, right? It's always nice to be in the first. So I think they did that, and they had a reason to, because it's a new year. Doesn't really matter to me. It's all publicity on that sake. Oh damn, honestly though, I like that they reset the seasons as a way of making a new start. Unfortunately, they haven't fixed much, and I really hope that they don't nerf movement. Yeah, I think for me, for spectate mode, I don't know if this is an emulator issue or because I think it's more of an emulator issue, to be honest, than Activision issue. But the bunny hops, like the diglets that you guys notice me seeing when it comes to spectating, I think this is also Activision, actually. The particular issue of the diglet is with spectate mode, and that is Activision all the way. So I hope they fix that very much, immediately. So what I mean by diglet, if you guys don't know, if someone hops in COD Mobile, they go into the ground and then pop back out of the ground. And that's not what they're actually doing. It's just spectate mode looking at it that way. So that's a very big glitch that obviously for me is a big deal because that doesn't look right. True, lots of issues with COD Mobile, of course. Worried about skins and weapons rather than fixing bugs. I'm not worried about skins or weapons at all. I am worried about, so the skins I really don't care about. Like, this is not something I'm worried about. But I don't think you're meaning to me. But I'm worried about what is going to help players show off their skill. Like, that's it. Like, what, make sure that the game, the bare minimum, it should be the game shows the players that are the best are going to be on top, right? And again, best and skill are very vague words about it. So you can be like the best at gunplay, you can be the best at rotations, you can be the smartest person in the map, being able to surprise enemies, being able to move in the right way, the right timing on things. These are all based on skill. But if you don't have your game conducive to that, then you're not going to have a very good game. So I think the gunship could be more conducive to skill if they went toward the PUBG Mobile route, where you can be able to spray longer range and do more than that. Enable whoever can handle their recoil better will be better off, right? I just think there's not a lot of recoil issue when it comes to COD Mobile. That's just me. Honestly, my favorite thing about COD Mobile is seeing the other COD's influences. That's cool, yeah. I mean, when you see other COD games and you think like, and it's good because they have so many different games, so you can pick off. Let me make sure I get into the next rim. Last one. I got 3 minutes to get in, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'll talk about what you just said in a second. Room. Let me show you guys a beautiful paused screen while I get this up and running. Password. I am in. All right. Here. All right. So let me play some music too while I'm at it. I say get rid of BR, stick with MP, says his royal host. I mean, no, I don't agree with that because BR has so many issues. They just need to fix those issues, right? There's so many people who want to play BR, obviously. They just have to fix it. That's the truth. Like, yeah. Like, if they get rid of BR, right, you're getting rid. This is definitely the thing they don't want to do, right? They don't want to force people out because when they get rid of BR, they're admitting that they can't fix it. That's it, right? They're just saying, we can't do this. We don't know how. We don't have the experience. Like, that's pretty much what they're saying, right? We don't have experience doing multiplayer BR, and everything will look backfired, right? Publicly, it'll be like, wow, right? You had Tencent, and then you got rid of them, and then now you're saying you can't even do it. So it's like, you really messed up. Activision doesn't want to admit they messed up, so they're going to keep working on it. And I'm not sure if they're literally going to be able to fix it, but they're going to at least make it look like they're going to continue to try to fix the issues. That's it. Like, that, you know, that's just what they're going to do. Now, I heard, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know how true this info is, but I heard that they're going to make a new mobile game for COD Mobile. If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be Warzone. COD Mobile Warzone? Like a whole different game, pretty sure. I don't know if they are. It might have just been a rumor. Whoa. Let me see. This was written November 9th. The title is Call of Duty Warzone on mobile release date, news and rumors. It seems a mobile port. I can show this actually. Let me make sure I'm in spectate mode, right? Yeah. Let me see here. It seems a mobile port of Call of Duty. Let me see. I don't want this on the bottom. Let me exit this out. No? Okay. Let's pause it. Should do fine. Alright. It seems a mobile port of Call of Duty Mobile's Warzone could be on the way. Activision has teased as much. While Call of Duty Mobile is one of the most successful mobile games ever, it has a flaw. Its Black Ops 4 style Battle Royale mode is rather outdated compared to the newer Call of Duty Mobile Warzone, free-to-play game released early of 2019. It's no secret Call of Duty Warzone should have launched on mobile devices too. We've already argued that before, but it looks like publishers Activision has gotten on to that mistake. So we might not have to wait much longer. Yeah. Given the current Call of Duty Mobile is a game seemingly intended to last for a long time, constantly seeing new updates, maps, and changes, we wouldn't expect this second app to be a newer version of it. Instead, there are two options: a brand new standalone zombies game or a Call of Duty Warzone mobile app. Interesting take. Hard to say. I don't know. I haven't thought of it too much. I'm trying to think of like how successful would that be? From a global standpoint, right? Mobile gaming's more than the rest, right? So I'm sure people play Call of Duty Mobile more than they play any other Call of Duty game in the global sense. Just because of for a few reasons, but for the biggest reason is just opportunity to play the game. Everyone now has a phone. Everyone wants to be a part of Call of Duty, you know, at some level, and they're willing to, you know, do it on a mobile game. So that makes it easy to grow communities like ours in a global sense. But yeah, I guess that would mean that you can have more apps rather than COD Mobile. Then, you know, Call of Duty Mobile, and then make a Call of Duty Warzone mobile version. I thought they were always going to. I thought that's what they were going to do, but I thought realistically, like, it would make more sense to just add the Warzone ways of doing it to the Call of Duty Mobile app itself now. But I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just thinking. Let's see here. I mean, all mobile games make the skill cap lower for new players. So I mean, the only thing that they changed for mobile, the only thing that's like a big difference between mobile games and the PC version is the bots. That's really like the biggest thing, like adding bots to the game so you can go through the lobbies faster. I think that is makes it easier for newer players to kind of feel like they're winning. I know everyone has felt that way before too. When they first played this game, they were like, "I'm dominant, man. I got 20 kills and I barely took any damage. I'm like the best." You know, everyone feels that way, unless you knew that, you know, spectate mode is kind of helps with that. I mean, not spectate mode, Jesus. You know that being a beginner going into a lobby with like 50, if not more, bots in the lobby. You know. So, anyway. But as far as like skill, I think it takes a lot more skill to be good in mobile than it does, in my opinion, to be in PC and console. That's not. I think that's definitely my opinion. I wouldn't say it's fact. I'd have to think about it more, go into detail more. Nice shots. Pullman gets a kill. Nice job with the AKM with a 4x scope on it. That's a tough scope to utilize on a gun like that. It's either, to me, it's either mobile gaming's more difficult to play, or it's the same. You know, they just take different skill sets, right? You have a mouse and keyboard, you have a controller, you have a mobile. I mean, they're with touch screen. I mean, it's like trying to compare basketball and baseball and say like it takes more skill to do one than the other. It's like, no, I mean, to be best in both games, you have to be really skilled in certain areas. That's it. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think that's the closest thing we're going to get to which one's better. That they're just different. But as always, there's always ways to make the difficulty level higher or lower on each game. And I think COD Mobile, it's too difficult. It's not difficult. It's actually, trying to compare the two. As I mentioned, like the spray is the biggest part for me. You really want the skills to shine out. So PUBG Mobile does a great job just shining out the great long range ability sprayers and saying like, that's a good guy. Why? Because he can shoot so far away and keep a 4x scope spray with an M4, you know, like that is like something that obviously describes someone with skill. With COD Mobile, it's like you can't do that, right? You literally can't shoot long range with an AR and expect a knock, because the spray just goes literally in every direction. You can have your red dot right on the guy, and it just goes boop, and goes boop, and it goes boop, and it goes boop, and it doesn't even hit him. Maybe you hit 1 out of every 10 shots. And the bullet lag is so long. So like even if you have your target on him, he just has to be like, oh, you hit me once, I'm just gonna move, and then you're never gonna hit me again. So yeah, that's definitely the weakness of COD Mobile. As I mentioned before, the strat with rotations is much better in COD Mobile than PUBG, because right now, what is this, right? There's no push, there's no strat involved. It's just hunker down right now. So I mean, there's strat involved, but not as much as COD Mobile. Because if you imagine what would happen right now if there's COD Mobile and this is happening, right? You would see like glide down, go in, like rotate around. Yeah, there's so many things you would do in this situation if it was COD Mobile that you would have to think about. Yo Tricks gets knocked out, and now Basic is going for the revive. The Jeff is not moving out. Grenade cuts around. I thought that might have been a good one, but doesn't reach. Over here for a sec. VR is just more RNG in general. See, I mean, all mobile games make the skill cap lower. They do, yes. It's mostly BR mobile. Ooh, grenade coming in against Chris. And there's a thirst. Good work from Doom Zero. So here we have O-View looking up toward Unreal. There's also Zero on the left side. Looks like smoking up the box. He might want to get that stuff. There he goes. Grenade gonna be thrown. We'll see if that makes contact, but he's got to get up. He's in the crouch. It's gonna be too short. So he just needs to stand up and maybe get farther in distance. There's Zero trying to collect some stuff, and looks like he's gonna throw even another smoke just so he can grab that crate and not be overly exposed. There's another attempt at it. Will he throw another grenade before that? Because honestly, if you threw one and you were way short, you might as well throw another. But yeah, it doesn't seem like that. Maybe he ran out of grenades. Warzone, I heard that too. Or just add Warzone to existing COD Mobile. That's what I was thinking. That makes the most sense. But if you're having that many issues with COD Mobile, right, in VR, maybe you make COD Mobile like a multiplayer solely. Multiplayer, right? I think all the Battle Royale players who are because you do have like strong differences, right? There's creators on COD Mobile who only do Battle Royale. There's creators who only do multiplayer. There's comp players who only do Battle Royale. Or there's comp players who only do multiplayer. So it's not like you have a lot of overlap between the settings or the styles. So you really can afford... Ooh. I didn't realize this was a push. Honestly, I thought they were the same team. We got a bit of a push here by Doom on this left side. And let's see if the push comes up to NGV. Grenade thrown, trying to hit him in the smoke. And does get him in the smoke. I didn't really think that was going to work, but OVU is down. Truth is trying to shoot from the left. Fuey kind of stays low. There's the shots again, and Floey isn't able to hide it out well enough, though a knock on Nay as well. Truth gets up to shoot. He's trying to crouch and move and strafe, and that actually worked out for a moment. As Zero needed to heal, he does heal to 75%. It's a 2v1 against Truth. Oh, never mind. It's a 3v1 against Truth. And Real goes for the thirst on the left side. Truth gets brought down. And that, my friend, is a GG on this battle. As I think Unreal comes in with the last kill. Moving on to Yaz, I think, would be a good spot. Possibly. Let me just make sure around the map. Yeah, I think this is the best. Hitting Mitsuki. Mitsuki stays alive, though, from Lapone's shots. Get the knock. But yeah, I think that actually, you know, now that I think about it, is a good idea. Putting together, separating, I should say, Warzone, like starting from scratch, because Battle Royale has so many issues. Might as well. And obviously Warzone is a completely, like, different style than the current Battle Royale, COD Mobile. So if you know, completely just get rid of Battle Royale and COD Mobile and then add Warzone, as you were mentioning, then yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that way, you know, you can easily make the transition and say, like, these guns are going to be way different on this game. On Warzone, they are going to be on COD Mobile, where it's just MP. Because right now they're kind of similar. They're trying to keep it similar. Doesn't work that way. Shouldn't work that way. Guns should work differently in both games. Trying to hit to the top. Lapone is knocked on the ground, though. Grenade. And gets to the second floor. Unfortunately, they were not on the balcony. Busta needs to heal, and unfortunately doesn't... Oh, you do have meds, but you're just not using them right away. I guess you're kind of shooting to prevent them from coming. Ooh, that grenade... What? Oh, no, don't go there! Get out of there! That was a close call on Busta. Busta came right back out to the balcony. I'm like, oh, good, you're hidden. And then come right back out. Oh, unfortunately, it didn't cook it. If you just cooked your damn grenade, that would have done the trick. Unfortunate. Anyway, Buster will stay alive. Excuse me. So boring, says Matt. I think it's just a different game. Just a different game. Do you think COD Mobile is boring, or do you think PUBG Mobile is boring? Need to add more maps to BR COD Mobile. Yes, I agree with that. I think that would be nice to add, right? I think they don't add the maps because they're so focused on trying to make the game better from a technical standpoint. But, like, yeah, they should by now have added more maps. I don't think that would have taken that much time away, but maybe it would have. Maybe it would have. In which case, then, yeah, focus on the technical issues. Grenade thrown out. Will it land? Will it land? Yes, it does! Good throw. Exalti gets knocked out. Trying to hold this corner for too long. You can't do that. Seiko will go for the revive and probably will get it done. Busta, you're not going to push, right? Oh, you are. Lapone is ready. So, yeah, we're seeing a push here. I think this is, actually, it's going to work out very nicely. This is where he got the kill, but the smoke is overrunning. Healed already. Busta continues to wrap around to the left side. Seiko is rotating to the left as well. Let's zoom in on that now. But he's behind this wall. From the top, ICU. Surrounding now Exalti and the rest of Seven Atoms. They're going to hold this house now, hoping to keep it as a well-defended area. To the second floor they go. And it looks like Busta is going for here. Oh, 2 knocked from Seven Atoms as they could not push through. And they're getting shot from a bit of a long range. Good job from Cosmin. Able to get one of them. And right in front, Cosmin not realizing he was right there. UCU alone now in this one. And he's starting to get shot at. It is a 2v1, not including the knocked players. And UCU is going to back off. I don't blame him for this. A 2v1 is not really the position you want to be in. He was able to get a lot of good stuff initiated from his position. But because he was so far away from his teammates when they were knocked, he has the option. He can stick around, he can fight it, It looks like he's kind of sticking around right now. Not going to the second floor, which I like. I like this about because usually if you're pushing into a house and there's multiple levels, you're not expecting them to be on the first floor. So this is a good one right there. Because once you start going up the stairs, though, you start feeling that you're going to be in trouble, right? So you become more defensive. But on the first floor, you kind of think this is a clear breeze first floor. But it looks like they were able to get the revive. So it's a 2v1 still against UCU. See, oh, right there. Unfortunately, he's shot, so now he's focused on being careful about the first floor. UCU throws up smoke just to create some havoc. Exalti's right there, by the way, too, so he's got to be careful about that. He's definitely worried about the one under him, and he should be, but he also needs to have a little bit of understanding that there's another one who might be ready to fight. Flashbang. Oh, he blinded himself. No, he got out though. He's outside. Oh no, he's not. I thought he got up the stairs, and I thought he got up the stairs too. There was another flash, and that scared him off. Oh, that's a smoke. Oh, he's trying to heal. Oh, is that a smoke too? It doesn't matter. He kills him. It was a smoke anyway. 7 Atoms wins it as a duo going forward. He's shooting his box. He's not too happy that he lost 2 players. Bullets go everywhere except the target. Yeah, for COD Mobile for sure. Because the gun was intended for multiplayer, not meant for long range distance. You know, short range, yeah, the bullets aren't terribly spraying everywhere. You know, it's good, but it's true. At distance, recoil is bad for the AR and BR. Bullets go everywhere except for the target. Yeah, exactly. Matt's not being toxic. Don't worry about that. His royal host. He's good. You can say it's boring. It's not toxic. Jarek with Azid. I think that's Azid. Nate. Nervosa and Nesta as well. So we had I think what we had 65 people alive to start this game, so 25-ish died. We still have a pretty big circle, so that's understandable. This is again, reminder, this is the last match, so a lot depends on this game. Given that we had 65 people, we had a lot of separation in the very beginning. We had, I think, like 2, maybe 3 battles so far, probably more than that. One player stopped, and he's trying to shoot the other one down, but did he get knocked here? No, he's still there. Oh, nice. He got aim downed and out. Ooh, Boom's got to be careful, because once Boom gets knocked, the rest of the team's going to have a really difficult time going for that revive. So I think Mail tried to throw a smoke for him, so he can possibly back away, but he needs to throw a smoke for himself. He's not going to have that car left. That car is going to be done for. Unless he can smoke it up, but I think they already took down the back tires, or even took down the front tire too, so never mind. That car is out of commission for sure, and now he needs to get out, so we'll see what he does. He might have to get a knock first to get out, but they know where he is, so every single time he peeks, you're gonna have like 4 people looking at you, and you know, that's not the odds you want. So what he really needs is his teammates to provide some cover. Good thing, yes, throw your own smoke, very smart, so it gets right on top of you. And then you can rotate back. And I believe this is the right thing. Oh my god. He just rotated back to the tree and he kind of made it. Jesus Christ, the firing power. Getting shot at still. And he gets behind the tree again. But good. I think he's now far away enough where he's going to be good to go for the rest. Yep. Male has a vehicle, it's a buggy. They might take this buggy together. Oh, no, they can't. Never mind. So this is what I was talking about with the tires, by the way, guys, in case you were wondering. So the back tire was taken down, but the engine's on the back. So that means this buggy is pretty much out of commission. It'll go really slow. Yeah, it'll just be a noisemaker as you go by, and slower than what it really should be. So you really don't want to take the buggy. Aim here. If it was a front tire, it would move pretty much just as fast if it had all 4 tires. But that is not the case on that one. Nice air time, dude. We got Dudu, we got Astro, Not, Timon, and Minato as well. Right now, a lot of driving around here on the north side. They have a compound that it looks like they're going for. Although, honestly, with this zone, I might opt for a more center spot at this point in the game. Especially with the number of players, you kind of want to take over a spot so the blue zone doesn't become a hindrance. That's just me. We got Zamasu. It's like you were able to get a knock, were you? I don't know. I saw on the kill feed someone got a knock, and I thought maybe it was real. M24, one of the best weapons to have. Hits him in the dome. I don't know if he did. Yes, he did. Look at his health. So that's one thing I would love for this game to change when it comes to its guns. I think any bolt action, if you get a headshot, it should be a knockout. I don't care. You know, you have a level 3 helmet. Yeah, I don't really care. You know, you got a headshot with the bolt action gun. That should be, you know, your reward should be a knock. Your reward should be a knock. But yeah, I kind of get it, you know, I get it, but you know, you want to make the level 3 vest, I mean level 3 helmet like useful, but it could be useful against ARs, right? I think if you get a headshot with a bolt action, you know, you did great. Maybe I can even compromise, right? I could say Car 98, the weakest bolt action as far as between AWM, M24 and the Car 98, right? I can say, okay, getting a headshot with the Car 98, I understand. But if you get a headshot with the M24 and an AWM, I think it should be a GG. Or at least a knock is what I'm saying. You hear the shots coming through. A lot of separation on this last circle. Oh, knock here on, was it Minato? Or is it him getting the revive? Him getting the revive on Astro. P9, they could push this if they wanted to, but it doesn't seem like they really want to. They kind of like their spot. They are in more of a center spot in the next zone. So I think they're thinking kind of both ways. They only got one knock, not a great time to push. They're also a bit separated here. Not all of them are by their vehicles, so they're not all going to start pushing. This is a DP. I love the DP long range. So this is a good combination. Bolt action, I still think is king, but the DP is my second best long range gun. Even against, like, I'd much rather have a DP than a mini or an SLR or an SKS. This one's so much better. Thank you for the subscribing. Appreciate that. That's Xanax. Thank you for that. Are you Xanax from yesterday's COD mobile game? Yeah. Let me see what you are here. Activision needs you and me on the dev team. I think they know this stuff, right? They're not dumb, right? They know this stuff. It's not like it's the decision-making problem. I don't think that's it. I think it's the technical problem. It's coding. Like, trying to figure out. The reason why it's so difficult on mobile games is because you have to base your coding on a device that's not as powerful as a computer or console machine, right? So, you know, they could, you know, like, why wouldn't they just make it as good as a PC or console in general? Is because you have to make sure that the person who's using it is not going to be framing out all the time. You know, the phone can only be so powerful. So as long as phones get more and more powerful, though, the game will be better and better, because the coding already exists, right? The coding already exists on PC and console. That's not, they don't have to be groundbreaking for that. It's about Just making sure that the phone that people use is strong enough to be able to handle newer and new, or you know, more things in a game. Roll's trying to shoot across, getting possibly some hits through the trees. Shots from the top as well, and he's gonna shoot up there. He sees the car, he sees the person. He's also gonna shoot the car, why not? He's using an M7. Was a 6x scope? Maybe changed to a 3. Now he's got an M4 with, I think, a 6x scope. Yep, he did have a 6 and he changed it to a 3 there. There they are. Kind of went underground a bit, so you can't really see that. They're at the entrance of one of the shelters. Zamatsu is knocked, but there's no way he's going to get revived. He's too much in the middle of this. And this should be a good finisher for Zamasu. I don't know if they're going to go for the thirst, but they don't really have to. Unless they were able to get some crazy shots on Doom. They're not going to get Zamasu up. Maybe some smokes can work, but yeah. That would be really risky to attempt. We're going to change it up because I see two very overlapped. YMCA, who won the last match, I believe. And, yep, there we go. Dez gets knocked down. Dezo, I believe, actually. Dezo. Knocked down as he was trying to shoot across. Might have been able to get a knock too, but... So Team 10... Wait, what's happening? Team 10 and Team 8? There's so many people. Someone in the car? Why are you still in the car? Why are you in the car? I'm so confused. We have Seiko who's outside, right? Still don't get this. He's in the car. Is he planning on jumping out and then gonna shoot? That'd be so funny. I really want to see how that plays. Like someone kind of comes down the stairs. You can hear the music. I don't know if he turned off his music maybe and he thought, well, you can hear the car anyway. It's gonna be on. Once someone's in the car, it's on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I kind of wish I was able to see that entirely, but there's other battles that we need to focus on. Trying to hit Cherrick. There's a kill there. 3 players left for Cherrick on that right side. Players moving along on the vehicle. There's a buggy cutting around. He's trying to catch up to it. He actually got a few hits there, but only on the buggy itself. There's a hit on the player. He's trying to keep up with it with the long range scope. Trying it again on Nate, and Nate might blow up from the buggy. Kemi kind of knows he's overly exposed, but luckily he still gets the kill. Surviving. Barely, but surviving. It's like a lot of players here for Sue inside the smoke, and now the smoke's dissipated. You guys still inside the... Are you still in the car? You're still in the car. What is this? Why are you in the car? You smoked up the entire... Oh, you're getting burned! He's getting burned! Exalti goes over to his teammate Seiko and gets knocked out thanks to the molly. The YMCA kind of pushes it now, knowing that they have advantages. They're cutting into the corner. Well, it's a deathmatch there, and they were able to get one, but not more than that. And so Linus is going to go for the revive first, as there should be 2 players here, maybe knocked. Maybe one got thirsted already. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, welcome to the family, says Royal Host. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Okay. That's an interesting angle. Hopefully we'll get the rendering in right. Alright. Something's going on in this house. I gotta get out of that one. Jesus Christ. What happened to my render? Anyway. Let's move on to... Got separation on the top, you can see. The left here. Oh, you're just gonna pass by and... Wait, I thought there was people in that house. What? Now they're gone? I'm so confused. Oh, TK has already ridden out. Alright, alright. They got to the next zone. This is a good spot to hold. Actually, it's a great spot to hold. Hazard, 1 player knocked down. Looks like Mail is going to try to throw a smoke over to his teammate to get the revive. There's another player knocked too. Boom might be coming around the hill as they are coming in from the zone as well. There they are. And I think maybe Jamal, or is it Jamal? Jamal maybe, because of J-Mail. I don't know, but knocked out. Anyway, regardless, it's a kill. We got Umbi from NT. We also have SEA Professor alive on this corner. He's gonna go for the car. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna go for the car. Decides against the idea. Venus is near the zone, but still needs to make his way in away from the house. TK put themselves in the middle of zone really early for the last round. And now they're still in a fine spot, but it's you need to keep moving up a little bit more. Here's Maddie doing exactly that. Gets into the next round. Boom is blue zone hurting. There's Professor exposed. He gets a kill. Umbi next out, and there it is, the kill. 4 players left. Will Boom be able to make it? No, he dies out. The rest of the team is dead too. 2 teams left. All right, we got Oh, okay. YMC, I think, was the last player, and they just died, I think, from blue zone. I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. So, TK, good work. TK, as I said before, they rotated into the middle of the zone very early when it was like 2 circles ago, or 1 circle ago, I guess. And then it closed, and unfortunately, they only had to move like maybe a few feet forward. They just moved their cars a little bit more, and then that was it. Everyone else was kind of fighting, getting into the blue, and this is something I always mention when it comes to especially Miramar, because it's very relevant to Miramar. When there's not a lot of compounds around left, a lot of open space, you want to be one of those teams that takes the middle very soon. You obviously want to like a position that's optimal, like a high point or something, but you don't really want to move in with the blue, because every single time you do that, then at the end you become an easy moving target. You know, you're only going one direction, trying to stay ahead of the blue, and it makes it easy for players to shoot at you. So, well, that rhymed. But you know, that's a gist. If you had like if it ended at like a compound or something, or ended at a city, that's a different story, because you can move in with buildings, get good cover as you go in while the blue zone's closing. So like that's a different story. But if it's like an open space like that, you really want to do what TK did and take a middle spot early, use your cars for protection, and then you don't have to worry about that blue zone. All you have to worry about is shooting at the people coming in, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel, right? It's like whack-a-mole. Like you see one, shoot. See one, shoot. It makes it simple. It makes things simple. Anyway, TK, congrats. 7 for Skyline, 1 apiece between Twistus, Maddie, and Notorious. Team total of 10. Getting that 10 double digit. YMCA, they had a great game today. All right, they had a good first place finish in match number 2. I'm not sure what they did in match number 1, but here they get 4 kills, second place. Good job, Linus with 3, and 1 for Raptor. We also have Aim here with 2 apiece between Dudu and Minato. Team total of 4. All right, so not a lot of kills, but 3rd place. Doom with 3 apiece between Unreal and Zero. Team total 7. SEA with 6, 7, 8 kills. Nice job from Keme, and Professor with 3 apiece. Hazard with 3 from J-Mail or Jamal. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Jamal, but I can see it being Jamal. Team total 3. Sue with 2 total kills. P9 with 4. 7 Adams with 4. Cherik with 2. OR with 4. Roz with 2. PLR with 2. Peace with 0. Excuse me. Next with 0, and NGV to wrap this one up with 0. There you got it. Have you guys played the new mode, by the way? This is the new PUBG Mobile role. This is pretty relevant to what we were talking about with the differences between COD Mobile and PUBG. So that mode, it's a separate mode. It's not a classic. It's not like anything you can rank with, but it's just like a fun thing that you can do on the side. It's a battle royale style matchup where you can come back to life twice if you die. So if you die, it's not like you have to pick up tags though, but if you die, you come back. If you die again, you can come back. Or if you have a teammate that has died and you want to bring them back, you can use one of your own that you could have used for yourself and bring back a teammate. So it's kind of like I just think that makes sense. I just think that makes sense in a game. You should be able to bring back players in a way. Yeah, it really depends on the way, though. I think Warzone does a great job when it comes to this. In order to bring back someone, you have to have enough money to bring back somebody, or they go to the gulag and they fight it out. So if they don't win the gulag, then you can bring back a player if your teammates collected enough money around the map. I think that's great. I think that's great. Why? Because one, it still shows like who is the better player, right? You don't just automatically come back. You come back based on your skill in the gulag or based on your teammates' skills going around the map, being, you know, aggressive, finding stuff, and then picking you up. Going to, oh, you also have to go to a certain location. I forgot what they call it, like a cache spot or something like that. I don't remember what they call it, but you have to go to that spot and literally like pick it at that spot. There's only a few spots around the map you can do that, so you can find teams possibly camping those spots, and you know, that's just part of the game. You know, you take a risk. So I don't agree with just bringing back a player. I think PUBG Mobile is just doing that to make things simple. You know, that's it. There was another PUBG Mobile mode where you collect the tag of a player and then you bring them to a location. It's like in a huge electrical tower, and you call in your teammate and they'll come back there. I think that's probably the best way to do it, to make it simple. But I do like Warzones better, honestly. I like the gulag idea. I don't know if they can add a gulag. They should be able to. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. Yeah, should be able to. What do you guys think? You guys think it'd be better for COD Mobile if they went just Warzone, Battle Royale, get rid of this one that they have now, and then you have multiplayer COD Mobile app, and then you have the Warzone app? Or do you think it should be one app? I think it should be separated. I think that makes the most sense. I think if Activision, if it was all even, like there was no issues with having it on both, then I think Activision would have loved to have it on both, because then you can, you know, people have a more vested interest to be on the game, whether they're there for multiplayer or for Battle Royale. And that way one doesn't really die out. You know, they both stay. If they're both popular, they both stay. If one gets popular or one dies out, then at least the app is still popular. You know, like there's a reason to keep it on all. But there might be some technical issues with that. And one technical issue I would notice is the again, they match up the guns on both things. It's really bad explanation. But guns is a big deal for me. So if you can't separate BR and multiplayer in like the way the guns work, then it's problematic. Right? Multiplayer is meant for short range. So they're going to make the recoil really tough for what would be in BR, like short to mid range. Because that's as far as you would go in multiplayer. Like if you shoot across a map on a multiplayer stage, you want it to be difficult in multiplayer. But that long range in multiplayer is only short range in BR. So you're making it weirdly difficult in BR. Yeah, that's what I mean by that. His door is stuck, lol. He's finishing his beer. Me? Welcome to the family. What? My beer? I don't have a beer if that's what you're asking. I got a seltzer, but I don't know. But thank you, Royal Host. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. I mean, you're huge right now today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope everyone did. Thank you to Brute for allowing me to stream this event. They host really well, and they just came back from PMCO. They kind of finished that up, so expect more and more players. Before PMCO started, they had a full room. I think it's just because people need to get back into the rhythm of things that we didn't get more than 70 people. So expect next week to be better, and I hope you guys enjoy the show then. It was so fun. For me, it was. YMCA did good. Yeah, I think YMCA won. Pretty sure. Later, guys. Enjoy. Stay safe. COVID's a big deal, and I hope you guys take it seriously. Bye. And enjoy. What am I going to do here? I'm going to go to end. I don't have anything else. Bye.
I know I should've known better. 'cause when you're not around, everything feels wrong. When no one's ever treated me better, I guess I wasn't used to feeling good. No, I know I should've known better, but I didn't know I loved you until you were gone. I'm only human, you know that. Quit looking at me like I'm something else. You're feeling different, we both are. Yeah, I've been feeling things I've never felt. Just give me another chance to show you. Please hear me. I'm just trying to tell you, come with me, and we'll be everything we want to. Just give me another chance. I know I should've known better. I know I should've never taken off. I know I should've known better, 'cause when you're not around, everything feels wrong. When no one's ever treated me better, I guess I wasn't used to feeling good. No, I know I should've known better, but I didn't know I loved you until you were gone.
Kissing slowly, she don't love me, she's just leading me on again. Tries to fake it, no, she'll break it. I can't take being alone in the end. I let this happen, I was happy, we were laughing, but it never lasted long. I love her more, she is bored,